What up, my friend?
How you doing? How you doing? What's going on?
It's been a whole week. We kind of didn't make it to our show on the weekend.
Yeah,
Oops,
it'd be
we're a
like
little
that.
busy. Yeah,
hmm
so we apologize for that. But yeah, we're back again a week later, and it was kind of an eventful week. So we got some things lined up to talk about today, right?
Indeed, we kind of skipped some stuff when we had our Wednesday show. We missed some stuff, and we didn't have our show this weekend. So we just got a lot to talk about this today.
It's
It'd be
it's gonna
decent.
be a
Should
lot.
be decent. Yeah.
So what do you want to talk about first?
Let's start off with all the trailers that came out. We had Black Widow. We
Hella
had
trailer
Loki. We had Army of the Dead. Fast 9 came out today.
today.
And Hitman's Bodyguard also dropped. Well, out of
Hitman's
those,
wife's bodyguard.
yeah, there we go. Out of those, which ones are you most excited for?
So I wasn't really, and I'm still not that excited for Fast 9, but the trailer today, I was like, okay, bet, like another Fast and Furious movie. I'm just like, I'm not that excited for it, but like, bet, like I'm gonna have fun when I watch it. So like, as like unexcited I was because it's just another movie. Because like you know how those movies are, they're just like random bullshit, and it's awesome. So there's like nothing that's like pulling me to see it, but other than like, bet. Fast and Furious. Like the name alone is like, bet you got my money, you know?
That's really funny.
Like you got my money. So that would probably be one of them. But the most excited I am is probably wait, hold on, which one am I missing? Hitman's
Black
Bodyguard,
Widow,
Fast 9,
Loki,
Loki,
Army
Black
of the
Widow.
Dead, Fast
Oh,
9.
Army of the Dead. Definitely super hella fucking excited for Army of the Dead. Now, I like zombies. Zombies are like a cool genre. Sometimes it can get a little stagnant with like what zombies are, like same storylines over and over. You know what I'm saying? So it was nice to see a little creative twist in this one that the zombies are one that they're fast because fast zombies are fucking terrifying, and then
Yeah, fuck all
two,
that.
yeah, fuck fast zombies. I'm not a fan. That's terrifying. So
Nope.
fast zombies is cool, and then also the fact that they have intelligence is also a cool little twist.
Yeah, that. Big cat,
So
big cat.
one thing, like I feel like that's like a duh kind of moment in like zombies. Like they could have done this a while ago, but they were just kind of stuck in the same zombie trope. Now that they have intelligence, like you open up so many doors with that. It's like it's a whole new like element, you know? So I'm excited to see that. And obviously Zach's our boy, so we're gonna have fun with that. Yes, Anthony, you are totally right. Army of the Dead is gonna go crazy. Ghosts of Mars, though, I don't know what that is. Do you know what that is?
That's cap. It's a really bad, good movie, bro. I fuck with it. Ice Cube's in it. It just makes no type of sense. But it's zombies on Mars and they slinging rounds. Okay, space guns. It's decent. I fuck with it. It's not great, but I fuck with it.
Space zombies? I mean, you can count me in for that, though.
Like they were colonizing.
Colonizing.
There we go. Mars and shit, like mining into shit, and then they found some ancient shit, opened up some doors, like some fucking idiots, like they've never seen a horror movie. Guess what? Mars zombies, nigga. And now we
Mars
stuck
zombies.
as prisoners. Prisoners like, hey, nigga, I ain't trying to die. Get me out these chains. They let the chains out. They get to fighting the fucking Mars zombies. It's
lit. I've never heard of that movie. When did it come out?
Like early 2000s, maybe like 03, maybe like 01. Mm-hmm.
Anthony's ready for a sequel. Would you go that far with the sequel?
Nah, G. Like I said, it's a good bad movie, but like it didn't. That's not it.
It don't deserve a sequel.
Nah. I ain't gonna hold. I like your enthusiasm though, but I ain't rolling with that. I mean, I'm gonna just leave that in the early 2000s. Yeah, I mean, I need to just stay there.
So it's one of those like CGI movies where like it just doesn't look that great. But
not even CGI.
Anyway.
It's just like this is definitely early 2000s.
I totally see
but
that.
I fuck with it though. It went crazy.
I'm done. I mean, that's a cool twist on the zombie version, like alien zombies. That's a cool little twist. So I'll take that. I definitely I would sit down to watch it. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah. But I'm what do you say? Yeah, Earth basis fit. I feel you. Didn't they make it to Earth? Because I know they got off of the planet at the end of the movie.
And it says they follow them back to Earth, and he wanted to see something of
that. Oh yeah, and then it was like the whole cliffhanger about they fucking spread out on Earth and that shit got fucked up. You're right though. You know what? Make a sequel, goddammit. He convinced me. That's Anthony, bro. That's
a sequel nowadays. A sequel nowadays will go crazy.
Bring back Ice Cube. Okay, bring back the other white lady. I don't remember who it was. I just remember Ice Cube was in that shit. and beat ass.
Ice Cube's career has only gotten bigger and bigger, so I'm sure he will draw some attention to that movie, especially because he's been in another horror movie before and he survived. That's fire. He was an Anaconda, and he was
Anaconda. I remember him goddamn right. Shout out to him, Busta Rhymes, and goddamn LL Cool J for being the only black people to survive fucking horror movies. Shout out to y'all, bro. We out here.
And he specifically said he took that role because he was a black person that survived. And that's just greatness. You just got to respect that. So, but back
on top. Yeah, exactly.
Exactly. What'd you think of the trailer?
As you knew before, I wasn't too impressed with the little teaser. This one, this is pretty good. I ain't gonna hold you, bro. This is looking all right, bro. Once I seen that zombie start dodging swipes, I was like, shit.
Oh yeah,
he was God damn, I'm dead. And all right, this nigga dodging. I'm over. It's over for me now. These niggas dodging. That's crazy. When the fuck the zombies get a dodge button? That's fucking wild.
Right, like that's what gives you confidence against zombies is that they can't really fight back. Like, they can gang up on you and hurt you, but the fact that they can react to how you're killing them, that's a game changer, fam.
Bro, if I'm start shooting at a zombie and this nigga ducked, I'm gonna be mad. I'm just throwing the gun. I'm like, fuck it. Hop on my bike and he dipping, bro. These niggas ducking. I gotta go, bro. We out.
True though, but the trailer itself, so this one, it gave you more of a sense of what the premise of the movie is, which is cool. Like, obviously they had said before that like they were doing a heist zombie film, which is cool, but you didn't really get that feel in the first trailer. Like, you kind of did, but you saw them in the casino and saw the vault of money. But this, they kind of like spelled it out for you, and I thought it was really cool.
Yeah, that first teaser was, for me, it just felt like a bunch of scenes flashing up on the screen, and I was just like, this gave me nothing. I don't know what the fuck's happening. All I just see is a bunch of zombies, and you didn't tell me nothing. But this one, solely the beginning of 100%. They're getting fucking waxed, bro. Slow and dumb as hell. Fuck them up. But the beginning of this trailer, the whole slow build up to them going to the zombies, and like you see the entire world isn't fucked up with zombies. It's just Vegas. They were able to somehow quarantine it, put the canisters up, close it off, and apparently, like, it looks like the guy who recruited Batista, like, that's his casino. I think the casino has the same name on it. So he's like, I'm trying to get my motherfucking money back. Like, let's get the band back together, you know?
And that's good writing too. Like, that explains the backstory. It makes perfect sense.
Even the song in the trailer just felt so good. Like, it just, I don't know. I feel like the music choice was really good for this trailer also, just to ramp up into what evolved. And my man Ghost is in here. Omar something, you know what I mean? From Shout Out to Power. So that's another good bad show. Yeah, I mean, that's the homie. Who else is in this? I think that's all I know is Batista.
Actors from around the world, which is part of the reason why this movie is like supposed to be very successful, is because not only I have a feeling it's going to be a strong success in the U.S., but it's probably going to blow up in all those other countries that have an actor representing them. Like, there's one from Germany, there's one from France, there's one from South America. So it's going to be a hit everywhere.
The fact that there's already spinoffs and prequels already set up means that Netflix has full faith in this movie. And what was the last big blockbuster that they got? I think maybe Underground 6. We had the last one. I think Extraction. That's another one. I wouldn't really count Old Guard. I'm like, that was kind of like a
good one.
Like, not
I would say
cheap,
that's like
not too expensive.
That was like a B one. You know what I'm saying? Not like the A, like the S tier. It was kind of like a B to A.
Yeah, because like Extraction was definitely cost a lot more money, I would assume.
Yeah.
And Underground 6 100% cost a
lot of money. It's a Michael Bay movie. Of course, they're going to spend a lot of money.
I think this one might be on the same level as Underground 6. It's like scale and like how much the production costs. So it should be pretty
Not only that, but they had to completely take out a character of the movie. If you remember, Chris D'Elia was in the movie. He was casted. D'Elia, sorry. And he had that whole like sexual harassment. They say like he's a predator. I don't know like the exact words of what's going on, but they were like, yeah, you can't be in the movie anymore. Yeah. So they completely edited him out. So the person that's taking over is I can't think of her name.
And I feel like I've seen that actress in other things too, and I can't put my finger on it. I have no idea where she's from. Who?
Tig Notaro.
Gotcha.
Let's see. What is she in? She's in a few things. She's in Instant Family. Oh, yeah, she's in Instant Family.
That's just what you like, Instant Family.
Yeah, she's in a couple things. She has like stand-ups and stuff like that. So that's, I think it's cool. they couldn't have Chris D'Elia in there, so whoever they replace him, that's cool with me. But I do find it a little not strange, but you will probably notice in the movie that Tig Notaro is going to be by herself in a lot of the scenes. It's because they had to digitally remove him out.
I'm definitely in the group shot's going to be looking like, can I tell? Where he at?
Right? I'm going to freeze frame it. Like,
where's the stitch? Where is it?
Yeah, what's that? How good was his editing? Okay. Yeah. It should be what come on. It is Zach's team. This shit gonna be good. It's gonna look beautiful. Okay. I bet you they stitched it seamlessly. Goddamn it.
That's one thing that you never have to worry about Zack Snyder's movie is will it be visually pleasing? Nearly even his bad movies are visually pleasing. Like Sucker Punch movie was not that great, to put it lightly, but it's fun to look at. It's fun to watch.
So, it's cool to look at. So, oh shit, that's a nice little picture right there. You know what I mean?
And then I did want to bring up the fact that this man literally had a fucking zombie tiger. That's nuts. A zombie horse, bro.
The leader was on a zombie horse, my nigga. Yes. He had a whole zombie queen. She out there yelling at niggas. Like, what? Niggas on top of the big Statue of Liberty, crazy.
They're different, fam. They're just different zombies, and this man is stepping the game up. Zack Snyder again, bro.
Do you think the team knew what they were getting into? Question mark.
I think they knew that there were zombies. I don't think. I mean, if I would have told you that you have to go inside of a vault to get $50 million from smart zombies, what is your response?
If you would have told me regular zombies, I would have still been like, later, bro. The fuck?
Yeah. Okay. So I don't think they
know. I'm trying to live. Okay.
Yeah. So there's no way they know.
Job. I'm cool with that, nigga.
They probably just think they're just like, hey, they're zombies. You guys are, ex-military. You guys can handle it. It's the job. Like, you guys will get it done. And I think they're like going off of that word until they get there because they looked confused. They were in shock.
It was a stress. They was like, what?
Yeah, because one, like you can prepare for that if you know, but if you don't know these zombies are fast and intelligent, that's like a no-win situation, bro. Like because you're outnumbered by a fuck ton.
Yeah, it was a lot of them. It was
yeah. Like tell me how, because that's just basically fighting an enemy at at a deficit. It's basically the same thing.
I wonder how much ammo they brought.
Judging by the fact that they're in there by themselves with just like the 7 of them or whatever, probably not that much.
Yeah.
How are they going to carry that plus money?
What is he, German guy? He had a bat. That was it. I was like, nigga, what?
Yeah, that was fucked up. He got a job. Huh? No, he got one job. He's supposed to crack the safe, and that's it. That's his job.
I get that, but my nigga, it's a lot of times. If you don't pick up a fucking gun,
yeah, you get distracted. Wait, time out. The fact that he went in there, like I know he has a job. I get that, but he didn't want a gun. Like he didn't think like it would be a good idea to have one just in case. That's cap.
Yeah. And then you had Ghost chopping up zombies. He had a little power saw.
Yeah.
Just fucking
that shit was dope.
That thing looked big and slow as hell, bro. I'm gonna need something better than that on the low. I need some gears. You know what I mean? Put that bitch underneath the gun so I can just fucking slice the bitches and get back to fucking sitting rounds downrange. You know what I mean?
I feel that.
Shit. It's cap.
When he was in that specific shot that you were saying with the chainsaw and he was moving slow, in that specific shot for like a brief second, I thought that was Michael White. Mm-hmm. I was like, that look, and then like the shot covered next to him. I'm like, okay, yeah, that's not it. But I thought that was him, which made me excited.
I like Michael type. I'm gonna hold you.
Yeah,
similar body type. So the scene where it's panning around to the group. Like you get like solo shots of all of them, like towards the end. Mm-hmm. Did it look like the chick got taken out?
I would have to look closely at that part again because I don't.
Is it like it's like it shows her and then it's like slowly going to the next person? She kind of gets like yanked out of frame. I'm just like, did she just die? Did she just get murked, bro?
I mean, that could be it. I mean, we don't know. I would have to look again though because I don't remember off the top of my head.
Gotcha.
But I'm excited. I mean, Zack Snyder's our boy, so I feel like regardless, we're gonna like it. We'll enjoy it. At least visually pleasing. I'm excited to hear about the story because it looks like they have a coherent story. It sounds like the writing is pretty good, and I like the diversity of the cast. So that should be. I'm like, I have zero like second thoughts about this movie. I think it's going to be. I don't think it's guaranteed to be a blockbuster, but I feel like it's going to be successful regardless.
May, right? Is May's release date?
May. Yeah, let me look up the exact date. Army of the Dead film, and that's going to release on May 14th of 2021.
May 14th. What is this? April?
A month from today.
Yeah. Okay.
That should be fun. And like you said, Netflix has this plan. They have a prequel plan. They have an animated series plan for this. The prequel might be how the safecracker.
Yeah.
How it's going to be the story of like how many of him cracking all the safes to get to the big one in this movie. So I think that's a pretty cool story too. I love bank robbery movies. Like that's my shit. I love that shit. I recently watched the Ocean movie series. Shit's fire.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Shit's a fire.
Even I even enjoyed Ocean's 9.
Ocean's 8.
It wasn't the best, but like
Ocean's 8.
I like that.
That shit was fire.
Oh, yeah. I was like, all right, man, it's cool. It's cool. You know what I mean? Ant-Man 1. You know what I mean? A little bank heist out here.
Facts. Ant-Man 1 is fire too, though. Yeah, I love bank heist movies. So I think that thing. What's my favorite bank heist movie with Ben Affleck and The Town? That movie.
Crazy.
Yeah,
Takers go crazy too, man.
Takers really does go pretty crazy.
We can't forget about the classic Heat, bro. Heat might be that's one of my favorite movies of all time, G.
I might have to watch it again, bro.
He go crazy.
Which is the movie where the
Italian Job. Shout out to Trevor. Italian Job go crazy too.
Oh, with Mark Wahlberg, right? I think he's in there.
Yeah. Him and Jason Statham.
What's the movie directed by Spike Lee? Is it Heat? No, it's not Heat. It's damn it. Now I'm gonna look. What's his name? Spike Lee.
Heist film with Spike Lee.
Inside Man. Yeah.
Oh
Inside
shit.
Man. Yeah, that's a good one too.
I haven't seen that in a minute. Shout out to Denzel.
Yeah, that's a good one too.
Back in his prime.
So lots of all those bank heist movies, you almost can't go wrong. You just got to have like a solid story, and you should be good to go, man. Those are fire. True. This movie will be fire. The visuals will be fire, and I'm hoping the story will be, and the cast looks pretty good. So I have a feeling that they're going to be pretty good. And also, one last thing on this. Was this movie supposed to be with like Warner Brothers? I heard on the Twitters that Warner Brother was like sitting on this movie sitting on Army of the Dead for like a while and just had it in like, pre-development hell, like for years and years and years. And then they finally
I have no idea.
That's the question. I heard that was a rumor. If so, and this shit blows up, Warner Brothers, they already don't know what to do with a lot of their shit. And if this goes crazy, it just looks like they have no idea what they're doing, because that would be two things in a row, especially by Zack Snyder.
Yeah, I wouldn't doubt this is going to do numbers, because Zach got an army behind him now, so it's inevitable. But yeah. So it should be pretty good. It's pretty good. What were your thoughts on the Loki and Black Widow trailers?
Black Widow trailers, I didn't watch it the first day that it dropped, because I was like, oh, it's just another trailer. And then I eventually got around to it, and I was like, they showed some like new stuff in there, and it got my hype back up for it, because like, I'm not going to lie, my hype for that shit was just like at zero, because like they just kept on, delaying it and delaying. I'm like, all right, it'll come out eventually, and I'll get hype for what it does. And so I had zero hype for it, but watching it again, I was like, okay, this might be decent, especially because I'm super excited to see what Taskmaster is about to do in this movie. He's one of my favorites, like to play against, to watch, to read. He's like a cool villain, and to see him do all of the moves from the other Avengers is going to go crazy, bro. It's going to go nuts.
Yeah, that's probably pretty cool. Yeah, you know what? I wasn't even thinking about that. You are very correct with it. That's probably going to be pretty fucking dope to see him do.
That's going to be my favorite part.
Avengers moves. I was thinking, like, I'm pretty excited to see Natalia and her sister go up against the other Black Widows. That should be pretty dope to see.
That's true.
It's them two versus like the whole legion of Black Widows. I'm here for just that. Dope. You know what I mean? If that was just the movie, I'm saying that I bet.
That's cool. That's cool with me too. Yeah. But they already teased that Taskmaster, so I'm excited for that.
And the first time I watched this new trailer, I wasn't too excited until it was the part where Taskmaster shoots the arrow underneath the car and it bounces up, and then it transitions from her flying in the sky. I was like, that was a fire ass edit. I'm ready for this movie, James. That was the moment I was like, you know what? This shit might be all right. Even though like that's not how the movie's gonna go. Just that edit alone from the trailer got me fucking hyped. I was like, I see what you did there. That was clean. That was clean right there.
So I hope people have that same excitement that we have because I'm very interested to see how this movie performs. Because not only was it supposed to be released, a whole last year ago, but they experimented with the day and date release on Disney Plus. Yeah, Premiere Access, and then they decided not to do that with their Marvel movie because Marvel movies are almost guaranteed to make $1 billion. At least they were right around the Infinity War Endgame type. But I'm excited to see how this does because it could blow up in theaters, just kind of how like Godzilla versus Kong did. Partly because movie theaters were open again, just for that fair reason. But then also I want to see how it does compared to whether they made the right decision to release it in theaters or maybe it would have been a better idea to release it on, the PVOD. So that's a cool little thing I'm looking forward to taking notice to.
Yeah, I feel that. Yeah. I don't know how it's going to do because I don't think their Premiere Access is doing that well. Like, I don't think
so really either.
Buying it like that, but maybe Black Widow will be the exception. But I know Soul came out and that wasn't premiering. That shit blew up on Disney Plus. Like that
shit
wasn't
Premiere Access.
Exactly, and that was I think it was on the top of the streaming charts when it came out or some shit like that. And
it was. I think it did better than Wonder Woman.
Yeah, and I don't think any of their Premiere Access, maybe Raya did. I don't really remember. Like got like top of the charts because like people ain't trying to spend $30, you know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I'm not going to try and spend $30. I refuse because they called it an experiment for a reason. Okay, because if this was successful, they would have started to do it with all of their movies. But I'm not paying an extra $30 to have that on my streaming service. I'd rather wait for it to get added on to my streaming service or just go to the theater. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I know we couldn't do that, a couple months ago, but I had no problem waiting. Like, I'm not going anywhere. The movie isn't either. It's eventually going to come to me. So I was like, I'll just wait, So I'm excited. I'm excited to see that, to see what happens, to see if this was actually the right decision that Disney made. Because usually they make the right decisions. And even if they don't, they course correct, like you said last time, they course correct pretty quickly and get right back on track. So I'm excited to see what exactly happens with this because it's not like it's going to define the future almost. It's going to define how Disney continues with their practices with everything still being up in the air with the pandemic. So that's something cool. Like for us, that we pay attention to the behind the scenes stuff. It's cool to look at, see what's going on. That'll be fun. And I'm also excited to see David Hopper. Now,
100%.
Harbor. What's his real name? Harbor? What's the real name?
Yeah, Dave Harbor.
David Harbor. Okay, cool.
You put his Stranger Things name mixed with his
together,
right?
Awkward. I'm excited to see David. I'm excited to see him in a comic book movie and to give him some justice because his last portrayal in a comic book movie wasn't great and wasn't well received. They had some good ingredients, just the dish turned out like shit.
Yeah. I heard
we're talking about Hellboy, by the way.
Yeah, I heard that was another thing with studio tampering. But that movie wasn't the best.
I heard that.
It had a lot of things from the source material, like like a couple like line for lines, like, oh shit, that was pretty fucking dope. But like as a whole, the movie was not that great. But I'm actually really excited to see Natalie and Natalia and fucking what is her sister's name in this? Florence Pugh is the actual actress.
Yeah.
I don't know what her name is, but I like their dynamic so far in the trailer. I like that. I love the little sibling rivalry. Why you leave? I needed you, nigga. But we gonna box a little bit, and now we cool again. It be like that. Sometimes you gotta scrap your sibling. It be like that. Y'all just gotta fight it out, and now y'all cool together, and y'all running the wild, bro. We out here. Fuck y'all talking about? Come on now.
I mean, you're not wrong.
We like that.
I mean, speaking of family fighting, that's something that we're going to see in Fast 9, but we'll get to that in a little bit. Because this Black Widow movie looks, I don't know, like you said, this whole sibling dynamic, I love the sibling shit. Like that's kind of right up my alley. So I'm excited to see that, but we'll see how it goes. Florence Pugh, isn't she supposed to show up in Falcon?
Supposedly. They might just, I heard that they might just pull that part and put it in credit scene for Black Widow.
Okay, I can get that. Yelena Belova, that's her name.
Yelena Belova, bet.
Yeah. So I'm excited to see that too. That'd be a cool dynamic, but I it would make sense for Marvel to put that as an end credit scene in the movie rather than in the show.
That's because they kind of did the same thing for WandaVision, like the whole Wanda breaking into Sword. Sword. That was supposed to be an end credit scene for Endgame, but they decided to pull that.
Oh, really?
And they pulled it from Endgame and then put it in WandaVision, put it in their own show.
Oh, I didn't know that. That's pretty cool.
Indeed,
I didn't know that.
Indeed.
All right. Well, I think they should have put that as the end credit scene. I feel like they should have.
I feel you, but like I also feel like they wanted for it to be like it's an ending. Like there's
right, yeah.
This is the closing of a chapter, you know. So like no end credit scene, I'm just gonna end it.
That's probably the better decision, actually.
Yeah. How about that Loki trailer though? What'd you think about that?
I'm excited for it. I don't think this Loki trailer did anything great for me. I was already excited for it, but it gave me what I already had a feeling for. So I was like, okay, cool. So I'm excited. The only thing that really stuck out to me was, when you watch Endgame and Hulk is talking to the Ancient One and you see the timeline and, if you mess with it, then, branch off into different timelines. Yeah. They did show that happening when Loki left. They showed it on his little screen. So I'm excited to see what timelines are branching off and to see all that good stuff. But other than that, it was just more of what I was already expecting. So nothing really different came up to me. So I'm still excited. I'll watch it. They just didn't drop like a bomb yet for me to be like, oh shit, this is like must watch. I can't wait for it. You know what I'm saying?
No, because I really fuck with that trailer. That trailer really did it for me. Seems like the Loki I love. I like mischievous Loki. I understand that they were trying to give him a whole redemption arc in the MCU, but I ain't here for that. Loki is evil, okay? He an evil, mischievous motherfucker. Let me roll in that bag. I like that bag. Let him stay in that bag, bro. I mean, he got his knives back there off the trailer, like somebody getting cut. Don't know who getting cut. Somebody getting cut. It was not Owen Wilson. Is that his name?
Yeah.
Right? That nigga Eden. I like it. He was good. I like it. I was like, all right, man. He like giving Loki his shit back to him. He like, nigga, I know what you're about, bum. You ain't gonna play me. And it was like passive aggressive sass, and I was fucking with that. Yeah,
which is great,
Loki.
I love it.
Yeah. Fuck you, Loki. You ain't getting over on me, bum. I know what you about. Get out of here.
Yeah, I'll agree with that. I'll give you that one. Owen Wilson, I did think in the trailer, like he kind of showcased like why they picked him. I was like, okay, I see you. So because at first when they announced Owen Wilson, I was like, okay, that's an interesting pick. Like, okay, I wouldn't have guessed to see Owen Wilson in a Marvel movie, but cool with me. He's a good actor. And then to see him on display, I was like, that works. Like that works a lot. So that's cool. But like I said, I felt like this trailer already gave us what the previous like teasers and trailers already gave us. So I'm like, cool. Like I'm nothing more exciting that you added.
What do you think? So I was thinking maybe Kang the Conqueror will be in it, but that's not gonna happen. They're gonna save that nigga for Ant-Man 3. But they might do like a name drop or like a little tease or maybe like a picture or something. I know like his face was carved on the wall, but like, do you think they're gonna give us any more than just that? His face is carved in places.
Yeah. If they're planning, because I mean, he's gonna be like you said, he's gonna be in Ant-Man 3. He's already confirmed. By the way, he's being played by our boy Jonathan Masters from Lovecraft Country. Our boy.
Yep. Also in the Five Bloods. Shit, fire.
Yep. He's fire. Anyway, so he's gonna be King the Conqueror. I think they will drop something, but I don't think they want to drop something too big to take away from what the show is actually going to be about. So they'll probably have one of those cool little like Easter eggs where it all blows up on Twitter and YouTube and people are breaking it down. And this is what this means. They'll definitely have something like that, whether it's just that, the carving on the wall or like you said, a name drop. They'll probably have something for fans to get enough about for us to start speculating. Now they need to be careful, because last time they had us speculating on a week-to-week show, everyone went nuts on Mephisto. It was like, oh, this is it, and then it kind of took away from the show. So they got to be a little careful, but fans kind of took that a little overboard.
I'm not putting that. I ain't putting the Mephisto thing on them, G. G, if you thought that, I don't know what the fuck to tell you, bro. Now, if you was mad about the whole Pietro thing, I'm with you. That makes sense. But Mephisto, y'all.
Yeah,
What?
that was Cap.
That? Come on now.
That was Cap.
Use your brains. Use your brains. Yeah. No, nigga, that's not happening, bro.
That was Marvel fans becoming a victim of their own, their own shit. You know? They got
dumb. People not thinking, bro. That's what
they got too far into it. They got, you know what else was too far into it? When they were like, I remember when Vision, he had his arm showing and his hand was purple, but like the inside of his sleeve, like his when a button up your like this part shows, and it didn't have the purple, and they're like, oh my god, like is this like something? Is this like, did they plant that on purpose? Because Marvel doesn't make mistakes. I'm like, it was just a simple mistake. Like, just looked over it, it was on screen for like a second.
Yeah, you've said this before. I think I've seen one person say something like that. Like, I literally have not seen anybody else. It's just like one person. I think that's crazy.
Just one person.
Yeah, no, I haven't seen. It. That's crazy.
Yeah,
that's also aggressive. We'll be on, G. I also seen the other side of like people trying to like say Disney does make mistakes. And I was like, both of y'all niggas is wild. What are we doing?
I agree. I'm very comfortably in the middle. I just kind of receive what they give me. I'm like, okay, bet. Let's see where it goes.
Gotcha.
So I'm excited for it. I don't know. It drops. When does that one drop? Do you know?
June 11th. June 11th.
Yes. That's correct.
That's off the top of the dome. Let's go. Nigga.
Cool.
Fuck.
Cool. So that should be fun. Loki, I mean, they've had a lot of success with their shows already. So I have absolute faith. I mean, they're 2 for 2 so far on TV shows with WandaVision and Falcon and the Winter Soldier. So I have absolute faith with Loki. And like you said, it's going to be like the original, like mischievous Loki, which I prefer. That's more that's more into who he is in the comics and who he is as a character. So I'm all about it. I got absolute faith.
So they call him a variant because he's like an anomaly of the timeline. And like they picked him up. But did they pick him up because he's a variant, or did they pick him up because he had the cube? And also, that means the new Gamora is also a variant. So are they going to be coming for her next?
That's a good point. That went right over my head. I didn't even think of that. That's a good point. If I had to give you an answer right now, I would say no. I would say I don't think they're going to go that far into it and try to pluck Gamora out. I feel like they're going to find a way to explain why she's sticking around. I don't think they're going to get I feel like that gets a little messy, and they're not going to. And especially like you said, Kevin Feige said that what happens to the TV shows isn't going to affect the movies. So I don't think that's going to be the case.
You know what? So they would have technically had to pull up on Thanos too, but like that wouldn't have worked. But I feel like they're gonna make Kang a little bit more OP. I feel like the later we get into this series, the more OP characters are gonna become. And then we're gonna look back and be like, damn, Thanos was a bum. And like, I'm kind of sad about that. A little bit sad about that. I'm like, that's crazy. But like,
Thanos was a phenomenal villain.
No. What I'm saying is, the further we go into this rabbit hole, the more overpowered characters are gonna come to light. And we're gonna be like, damn, these niggas would have stumped that bum out. That's crazy.
Yeah, you're right. Because you got so we start off with Thanos, who was incredibly strong.
Bro,
but then you had King the Conqueror coming.
Bro. We got Wanda. Thor's getting power boosts. We got Doctor Strange getting power boosts. We got Captain Marvel getting power boosts. We got King the Conqueror coming, bro. Like these niggas, and that team alone, stomping that nigga out.
And Galactus is going to eventually come too.
I'm saying, bro, Thanos is the homie, but we gonna look back at like 5 years, like that nigga was fucking a bum. That nigga was Cap who? No one cares about that bum ass shield. Tony, move around. The fuck?
Hey, whoa. Now you're going a little too far. You're going too far.
America, bro, it's the world out here. Okay,
you're going too far.
Galactus is coming.
No one's gonna beat the OGs though. No one's gonna. No.
What I'm saying is Galactus is a flag smasher. He don't give a fuck about no countries. He eating worlds. Okay.
Yes. Okay. Fair. You're fair. Okay, because I don't know what Cap doing against that.
Go ahead, Sam Wilson. Fly up to that nigga. See what happened, goddamn. See what happened. Bucky, you and your bum ass vibranium arm getting 8 too. The fuck.
You're not wrong. So you got a point there, because like you said, they're running through material now, so they're getting to like the OP characters, and they're gonna have to figure out a way how these regular ass motherfuckers can beat them. So don't get mad at the OGs. Stop.
Alex, OG's weak though. He
Alex
was
always
wrong,
feel like
bro.
he was the
That's
bullshit,
all
man.
I'm saying. Eventually, we gonna look back like them niggas was bums. We out here saving galaxies, bro. We out here saving galaxies.
You right? Like as soon as the Fantastic Four comes in, like that's gonna be a different breed of superhero. You know, they're gonna be fighting shit that like Cap and Iron Man that didn't have to deal with. But you can't. It's they're the foundation. You know, you can't just X-Men would whoop their ass. You know what? You got a point there.
Yeah. They got no counter for telepaths, bro.
Yeah.
literally zero counter for that.
Yeah, you're right. I was trying to find an argument. I'm like,
Wanda fucked them up in what's it called? Whatever 2, Avengers 2. Just one Professor X and they done. They're just over. Over.
Yeah.
One of those over with.
One of those. Just yeah, that's true. But yeah, you got a point. These super villains are going to get too powerful, and we're just going to have to like go with it. We're going to be like, yep, all right, this is it. And I'm like, that's comic booky, so I'm cool with it. But like, they're going to have to figure a way to explain it to everyone, and they will. I'm sure they will. As long as it's not like a gas monster like they've done before. So
yeah,
they'll be good.
100%. All right, let's power through these last two. We got Fast 9 and the Hitman's Bodyguard wife. All right, I'm going to go first. I don't give a fuck about the Hitman's Bodyguard wife.
Neither do I. I watched it. Did you watch the first one?
Yep. Guess what? Stupid as hell, too.
It was not that good. To be honest, I don't remember anything from that movie just because I was not like tuning out, but like it was just not good. So I didn't retain any of it. I was just like, okay.
Man, this is... Yeah,
I'm surprised they made a sequel in the first place, though. Like the first one wasn't even that successful, but it has two iconic actors. I guess it has Sam Jackson, and then it has Ryan Reynolds. So I guess, but the movie wasn't good, and like the second one doesn't look any better. It looks. I
think the movie might have did well on like VOD,
PVOD,
like video on demand. Yeah. Like people probably bought that shit on there. They're like, all right, let's make a sequel, but like. Remember back in the day when movies used to go straight to VHS or straight to fucking... It's like going straight to streaming. This shit should have went straight to streaming, bro.
Yeah, you're right.
This shit should have went straight to streaming, bro.
Y'all both right. Look at him. Alex is on board with us, and so is Trevor. It just doesn't look good. Like
just don't look good. It just did not.
I saw the trailer come up. I got the notification. I was like, that's still a thing. Like I'm surprised they didn't just like scratch it, but like, all right, cool, pandemic. Like we'll just hide it away over there. But you know, do what they got to do.
That's our thoughts on that. Fast 9. All right. Did we talk about this already? Oh, maybe a little bit. I'm really hyped for this movie. I like they're superheroes now, and I'm fucking rolling with it, bro. What do you say? Fast Food is equivalent to hey, bro, you are 100% right, but like they beating ass, so I don't give a fuck the story, bro. No, Dragon Ball Super had a terrible storyline, but guess what? They was beating ass, so I was tuning in every fucking week. Gee, they flipping trucks, they flying cars. It don't make no sense.
Flying cars, magnetic cars.
Gee, you know what was crazy? So in the trailer, when they turned that shit on and they grabbed one car and then pulled it all through the buildings, that was a cool shot. How the fuck did it single out that one car? How was it like
you saw that
one
thing
car?
That they had? Remember, see all that thing that they like? I think Han put it on Buddy. Oh wait, maybe that was the thing that blew him up. Never mind.
It blew him up, and even with that, it was later on in the trailer when they turned it on, and everything was coming towards the man.
Yeah, that's true. That's a good point. I don't see. This is the thing with fast movies. Okay, with fast and furious movies, you stop paying attention to the plot at like the fifth one.
Yeah, like after that, you just like, yo, let's go in for a good time. Let's see some shit blow up. Like, they're not the best narrative wise, but they're a lot better than them later Transformers movies, like Transformers 4 and 5. Sure. Even 3 was cool, but like the action was just it. Yeah, I would put it even better than Transformers 3.
I would put it better than Transformers 3. I enjoy going to see these movies every time. I never leave unsatisfied. Every time I'm like, I got exactly what I came for. How's that man even? You're so right. Okay,
bro. When he jumped out the truck at the end of the trailer, when he threw the truck at the plane and he rolled out when the truck was fucking going damn near 80 miles per hour, he was just, I'm just good. I'm Dominic Toretto. You know what I mean? You know what happened? He called up Carly. It was like, yo, I see you giving the super soldier serum to your family. I got a family too. let me
I got
borrow
a family
some.
too.
Let me borrow some. She's like, you know what, Bet? We out here. Go. Here you go. That's what happened.
They took a shit together like a family too. They're probably just like taking shots together. We're a family. But so speaking of
I heard
family,
Godzilla was in the movie. It's hilarious. That's pretty fucking funny.
you know what? If that happened, I would still just be like, cool. That's the thing. That's
like, oh, bad. We crossing over.
My brain turns off on these movies. Okay, I'm not there for the logic. I'm not there for the story. I'm there for some super dope cars to do some crazy fucking shit that doesn't make any sense, and for them to win.
You see Dominic driving up Godzilla's tail, racing the fucking atomic breath. How the light tail travels. He's racing it, goes off his nose, and then fucking skates on the atomic breath.
Right. I would watch that though. That's what I'm here for.
No idea, but cool. That was cool. Dominic Toretto, we're out here. Fuck it.
I'm here for it, bro. If anything Dom and the family doing, you can turn that shit on my TV, bro. I'm gonna watch. I'm gonna watch. As long as Dom and the squad is
hella shit. Somehow fucking Han's back alive. This nigga got a new brother no one knew about.
That don't make no fucking sense either.
Don't make no sense. But I guess we're in it. I guess we're in it.
How did he die again? How did he die?
He got blown up in a drag race at first. And then they retconned it to Jason Statham blew it up. And then they retconned it again to this nigga alive. So bad.
So it don't make no type of sense. They're just like, how can we just do some other crazy shit?
Trevor, you know what's stronger than the alien monster? Family. I'm fucking dead. 100%, 100%.
That's crazy. But I am rolling. If you put Godzilla and a Fast 5 movie together, you can't lose, bro. That's a win-win situation.
100%.
100%, bro. I am rolling. Now they are up there they're at number 9 now. I thought the first one was good.
Going 10, right?
They could do 20. I watch them all.
I'll take that. What's Dominic Toretto's real name? Vin Diesel.
Vin Diesel.
I think he said they're going to stop at the 10.
I mean, they could just keep doing cool shit. Let them go into the ocean, bro, and start doing some shit with the fishies and sharks. And I'm still rolling there. Like, that's cool. Like, you could think of. I mean, they're going to go to space now. You saw that at the very end. They had not going to go to space, but they were kind of. They had like space in the
atmosphere and come back. That's what I'm calling.
Yeah.
You know what was a cool shot too, other than the car getting sucked through the building? When Letty did her little fucking Wonder Woman kick out the window and like it followed.
Oh yeah, that was dope.
I was like, that was some great stunt choreography right there. I appreciate that. Little things like that, like, that was fucking dope. That was dope.
When will crazy? When will baby mama drama be involved?
They killed off his baby mama, so they was like, bet him and Letty can get back together. We're good.
True. No, the franchise could definitely make 5 more movies, and they would still make a lot of money. So, and they would make my money because I would go see every single one of them.
And we still have Hobbs and Shaw. I think they're going to do another one of those. So
they'll probably make a trilogy of that because The Rock just prints money. So they'll probably do that.
Like Hobbs and Shaw was like wild, but like that was an entertaining movie. I ain't gonna hold you. It kept my.
It made no sense, but it had 2 entertaining ass motherfuckers. It had, and then you had cool cameos. True.
Yeah, like Idris who's out there. That shit was decent.
Yeah, that's true. Like that. Okay, that movie is what really sold me. Is like this. They're off the rails now. Like they have just gone so far. That is what like solidified it for me. I was like, all right, there's no coming back. They got to be superheroes from now on. So
yeah,
you're right. That long ass runway was completely unnecessary. That shit was
that,
like
6 or 7?
6. Was that the one? Well, Paul Walker was digitally added.
No, that was 7. So it would be 6.
I think that was
6. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Damn. Gal Gadot was in that too. They had some good casting.
They should bring. If they bringing Han back, they should bring Gail back, bro. Bring her back.
I don't know how
you get down the runway somehow. I don't know.
I mean, you could probably. Okay, that's where I'm drawing the line. I don't know if you could bring that back. I mean,
nah. If Han come back from a blown up ass car, she didn't hit the pavement, bro. Something happened. Flash ran through the Speed Force, caught her, threw her back somewhere, bro. We in it. Problem solved. Fuck it. If they can mix Godzilla, they can mix the Flash, bro. If they can mix Godzilla, they can mix the Flash. I'm dead. All right, what else we got? That's a dope ass picture. I don't know what I just opened, but I'm gonna like that. My bad, y'all. Let's get into this. Let's talk about Falcon and the Winter Soldier. All right. Honestly, the opening to this in Wakanda, that might be one of my favorite scenes in the MCU in a long time. I didn't know where this was going after that last episode. You saw Ayo and Bucky meet in the alley. So them opening up with the Wakanda scene with the drums going, I was like, oh shit, what is this? And then you just see her repeating the lines. I don't remember what the lines were, but and you see Bucky struggling with that. And the acting in that scene was top notch, bro.
You took the words out of my mouth. That's exactly what I was going to say. Sebastian Stan.
Sebastian Stan?
He looked like he was in pain. Yeah. He looked like he was trying not to turn. He looked like something was being ripped from his mind, and I absolutely loved it.
Yeah. Like I was saying, that scene is probably one of my favorite scenes in anything Marvel in a little bit, bro. And it was such a personal, intimate scene, and I think that might be why. You know, I love that shit.
You love that shit. Yeah, you love that shit. Right? You love the trauma, the intimacy. You love to feel your hero's pain.
Yeah. And we was back in Wakanda, goddamn. You know what I mean? Fire.
Yo, Bucky Black, bro. He's certified.
That's crazy. I don't know if I'm going that far.
I saw somebody on Twitter.
Probably he can come in and out of Wakanda when he wants to. Like, yo, White Wolf, you know what I mean? Then a little pass, maybe.
Somebody on Twitter said that when he called himself the White Wolf, when Sam was like, "What are you, the White Panther?" He goes, "I'm the White Wolf." Sam looked back at him like, damn, is he blacker than me? Like, I saw somebody on Twitter say, I was like, that was funny.
Trevor, yes, bro. I tried. That's why I had to remix it real quick. I was like, all right, relax, bro. Relax.
But back to that scene, I thought that was honestly like you said, it was probably one of the better scenes that you've seen in a Marvel property. It was really personal, really intimate, and then you got to see how far Bucky's really come. He hasn't really had a break.
As the words were recited, that was a really nice touch to it too. Watching him struggle with it.
So hold on, I have a note here. It's when they said the word homecoming, so that's one of the 13 words that they get them to turn back to the Winter Soldier or whatever. It was cool to see that when they put the word homecoming, when they said the word homecoming on screen in the flashbacks, they put the scene where Bucky is literally beating up Captain America when they're on the helicarrier, and they say homecoming. You get that flashback of Bucky beating up Cap and Cap saying I'm with you to the end of the line, and that was the moment where he had his homecoming. He came back to. He remembered who he was, and that was kind of the moment. And so I just thought it was something small that I noticed that when they said that word, they had a good reference to his flashback, and that just it makes things come full circle, and you understand where their character has come from. So I just thought that was a small moment that meant a lot to me.
To piggyback off of that, in that so when she's saying the words, you hear the Winter Soldier score, which is kind of like that scream, like that was a terrible rendition of it, but it's like that noise, right? And as you said, when they say homecoming and it's kind of over, it's like he's coming out of it. Like you hear it loud at first, and it starts to slowly fade out as he realizes that he's free from this mind control that Hydra put him underneath. And to see him crying and then crack the smile, I'm just like, oh shit. Oh shit, that's beautiful. That's beautiful.
It's pain and trauma, and then relief that he can get some separation from that. Because when coming from someone who has chronic pain, to get any type of relief from chronic pain it's very overwhelming. Because you're battling something for literally all day, every day, and you don't have any reprieve. When you finally do, it's like you really are a different person. And in Bucky's case, he literally is a different person. So it was just cool to see that their use of their music. Speaking of their use of music and score throughout this whole series has been phenomenal. For next episode on Saturday, I'm going to write down a couple points where their use of the score directly influences the picture. Directly influences the picture. So I'm going to find a couple examples of that. There's been at least 4 different times. With John Walker, I feel like a lot of times they played that Winter Soldier score slightly in the background, and
it's a different variation of it. You're right. It's a different variation of it.
So it's like, what is this man? Is he like, is he good? Is he bad? Does he really want to be Captain America? Does he have that dark side? Which he definitely does. But it's just, it just adds on to the story. And as a viewer, if you pay attention to those things, it just, it adds to the story and lets you, it's very immersive. Let's put it that way.
Yeah. I also really enjoy the relationship that Ayo and Bucky have between the opening scene and their conversation in the alley and like their interactions throughout the entire episode. Actually, it's very much so of it's like new friends. I don't know how to describe it. Like we're cool, but I don't know you that well. It's like, yo, we've helped each other out, and I respect you, and I kind of fuck with you. But like, hey, bro, this is our business now. Like, what are you doing? It's kind of that type of relationship, and it's also like a mutual respect too type of thing. Like, she respects him, he respects her. Like, they're both trying to operate and get their goals done. It's just so happens that
their goals are kind
crossing. Yeah, and it's kind of like they don't want this to happen, but like they have no choice. Like, this is what it is.
Mm-hmm. I like how that's portrayed in the show, especially because Ayo is doing a really good job of letting him know that he's flirting with the line. Especially, he had to say that. He's like, he's just a means to an end. Like, I'm just trying to explain myself. Like, doesn't mean anything. But she's like, look, but even though your means to, like, this is just a means to an end, it's interfering with who I am and what I do. So if you don't want these problems, you better back the fuck up. You know what I'm saying?
You better get your shit done for our comfort, buddy. I mean, her superhero walk off, bro. She walked off strong as hell. I was like, yo, I'm cool, bro. It looked like if you bumped into her, like your shoulder falling off, my nigga. It was like, oh, was that a wall? No, that was a door, bro.
And she actually did that. She was like, beep, 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 beep. We'll get to that in a second. We'll get to this. I do want to mention how much Sam has embodied the Captain America persona in these last few episodes, especially. He has really taken on that role of he just has like a better sense. It's like he's not clouded by outside what's the word I'm looking for? Like outside interferences. Like he's very strong-minded to the fact that he's not being influenced by other people, and that he's for the people. Like this is the right thing to do, and that's something that you had with Steve Rogers, Captain America. He understood like there was a clear right and wrong. Now there were times where that line got blurry, but for the most part, he was directly on line. And Sam is really, really showing that throughout especially these last 2 episodes, and that gives me a lot of faith, because I never saw Sam as like I'd rather Sam be the new Captain America than Bucky. Like we said last time, Bucky has that's a little some conflict there. He's a mass murderer, but Sam Wilson, he's not only has it been like I said, I didn't really feel him as it, but now watching this series, it makes me feel like he is the one to hold the shield after this. So I'm rolling. I really like it about him.
Yeah, this series is probably the most I've liked Sam since. I think I said this to you before. My favorite, I think my favorite Sam Wilson moment in the MCU is fucking. It's when it's in Age of Ultron at the party after the beginning mission, and like he's talking to Cap, and he was like, he was like, my missing persons. I got information on missing persons, and he was like, I'm sorry you couldn't be in the fight or something. He was like, no, I'm good. Avenging is your world, and your world is terrifying. I was like, oh, bet I like that Sam Wilson, but this Sam Wilson. He moving on me, bro. He working. You know what I mean? He working for me, bro.
He's speaking facts. He's speaking correctly. And another thing about Sam that really grew on me, that felt very Captain America, was we all know that he has experience speaking with troops or ex-military troops who are suffering from PTSD in that group therapy type setting. The fact that he went out of his way to convince John Walker and the rest of the crew, I was going to call them a team, but they ain't no fucking team. Like the rest of the crew, that he's like, look, we can't go in there guns a blazing. let me talk to her. I have this background in therapy and group therapy and stuff like that. Let me go talk to her. That was very Captain America to me. And it's just like every episode is like, you are really proving that you deserve this fucking shield. So why the fuck did you give it away?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. He's very good at this disarming situations. No, de-escalating situations. Yeah, he's very good. Let me talk you down type of guy because like you said, he worked in therapy for people with PTSD, and I'm mad that he gave away the shield too. I kind of get it, but like he should just put that shit in the closet, bro. Should just put it in the closet. What's another thing about the Bucky AO scene? I like how when she's essentially telling him like, you're getting in my way, Zemo, and she's telling him how Zemo killed T'Chaka, and like that was her duty to protect him, and she failed, so I have to go bring him to justice. And Bucky speaks in Wakandan, and like kind of it was a submissive way, kind of like asking for permission. And like she looked at him and kind of nodded her head. She's like, "Okay," and I that was cool. I really enjoyed that part. I was like, "Ah, shit, okay." That's like I said, I really fuck with their relationship, bro. That shit's fucking dope.
It's just those little things that show you that this world isn't just what we see on screen. There's a whole back, like they've thought about a lot of these small conversations where you can drop in something small to let you know, like they have history. You know, and that's the things that you really appreciate, those little nuggets. And that was one of those where you're just like, damn, like he kind of understands who they are, like how their people are, kind of their culture and stuff like that. So like you said, he was kind of a submissive way, like, hey, look, like I'm still me. I'm still who we, that relationship that we built way back when, even though it wasn't that long ago. It's like, it's just a means to an end. Just give me some time. It was basically kind of like one of those. So I agree with you. That was another super dope part that I really liked. But she had every right to be upset, like every right to be upset.
Yeah. And then after that scene, we get Zemo talking to Bucky and Sam, and he gives his supremacist speech about people who have super abilities are naturally on the path to become essentially dictators, essentially, which I somewhat agree with him because
I agree.
Like the show, like The Boys, I mean, that's kind of race in the real world. None of them niggas is really good, bro. Like they got these powers and they just don't fucking function all the time, And I think
which I feel like is very, very accurate.
Yeah. And then Sam kind of rebuts it with Steve Rogers, and he's like, "But there's never been another Steve Rogers," saying like he's the anomaly out of the hundreds and hundreds of Bucky's and fucking Ultrons. Fucking, he names Avengers, he names Hitler, and I think it's funny that Bucky, because Sam says those are our friends you're talking about, and then Bucky interjects like the Avengers, not Hitler. I was like, that's funny.
Right. Funny. I thought that was pretty funny too. Yeah, but that whole speech was pretty. I think it's one, it's pretty accurate. I agree with it pretty much like 100%. Two, I did like how Sam brought up, there's never, or it didn't corrupt Steve Rogers. Like you said, he's the exception to the rule, and I really liked how Zemo was just like, aha, touche. He says touche, but there's never been another Steve Rogers. Right. So Zemo's been spitting this whole time that he's been out. Like this whole time that he's been out, he's been making the most of it. He's been killing it. And like I'm on Team Zemo, like I said before. So that whole little speech is my reasoning for it. Is not only was he spitting, but like those were spitting facts. And I like that he acknowledged that there was an anomaly. He acknowledged it. He didn't say, oh, but with Bucky, he was kind of fudging the line or whatever. No, he's like, yep, you're right. That was the exception to the rule, though. There's not going to be another one. So it's cool that they had that moment, especially because the new Captain America that's out right now is about, it just took the serum. And if we go back to what what's his name? Erskine from Captain America 1, the one who chose Steve Rogers. And even John Walker's partner, what's his name? Hodgkins. He even mentioned it as well. He says the serum, power makes people more of who they are. And Steve Rogers became an even better person.
this John Walker character, we had inklings, I guess, of him being not the greatest or not as true as who we thought he could be, not the true like American dream that we want, not the Steve Rogers that we want, and him taking the serum and doing what he did at the end of the episode that we'll get to in a second. It really just shows that this serum isn't just like a superpower, like to make you strong and make you super strong, super fast, and all that good stuff. It's really amplifying who you are as a person, including your athletic ability and stuff like that. So it's really cool that they're doing that. They're just dropping a lot of little nuggets that I know you and I appreciate. I'm just hoping a lot of these other people are picking up on it too.
Yeah. I am not 100% sold that John is a bad person. I feel like he is the result of the military not caring about its soldiers, because the conversation him and Lamar have about Afghanistan, you see a lot of regret, you see a lot of pain about whatever happened over there. And he's like, how many people we could have saved if we had this serum? And they gave us these medals to try to like make us feel better about what happened or whatever.
No, he says they gave me this medal so I can remember the worst day of my life.
Yeah. And like, it feels like they just, here's a medal. Good job, buddy. Continue just to be fucked up,
Because
so
he got 3 of those medals. So that's 3 terrible days,
Yeah. So like, he's probably not the best person inherently, but like, they didn't make it no better, bro. They send these kids in these fucked up situations and just expect them to be okay. So I kind of have some sympathy for him. And like, even he said, like, I just want to get this Captain America thing right, so I feel good about something. I was like, shit.
True.
That's like, okay, that's fucked up. I feel you though, buddy.
That's a good point to bring up too, especially because like if you think about it, Steve Rogers never went into battle before he had the serum. So he didn't experience, all that bullshit. Basically, he didn't experience all the trauma and all that shit. He wasn't. He wanted to go to battle because it was World War II. You're fighting the Nazis, you're fighting for your country. But it's a different time, like especially back then. Back then, there's a very high sense of patriotism, and like you want to get in the battle and defend your country. Now, it's not saying that we don't have a lot of patriotism now, but there's a lot of like doubt, and it's a little cloudy. Some people are just going it for the history, or they want to be a soldier, or they're escaping, their life. So it's not as much as like, I want to defend my country. It's, a lot of different things. And then when you get over there, it's not, it's worse than what you read and see on video. Like it's worse. So for him to come out of that and like you said, it's just expected to be okay and expected to make great decisions in life and for your country, and with the Captain America shield, that's extremely difficult for any person, for a regular person to do. So I kind of agree with what you're saying. Like it could be a result of the United States, the Army not having their soldiers back, or having the soldiers back when they come home.
That is not 100% authentic thought. I follow a lot of veterans who straight on TikTok that I found them through Falcon and Winter Soldier, and like a lot of their talking points are people like John Walker. They're like, Marvel really did the research because there's a lot of fucked up veterans out here. John Walker, exactly.
It makes a lot of sense.
There was a bunch of John Walkers in the military. Guess what? The military doesn't give a fuck about your mental health. I was like, that's crazy. That's crazy. Like that's crazy.
It makes sense when you think about it, but that's the thing. A lot of people don't think of it. They just expect soldiers to come home and, resume their lives as if all the bullshit that happened over there didn't happen. They're just expected to come back and, be a normal citizen. And I don't know how people can just do that. Like that's one, you're training your mind to be in survival mode and then just turn it off and come back and be a regular civilian. That's not really how it works. Like it takes time, it takes therapy, it takes a lot of different things. And I don't know. I was never been in the Army. I was never in the military. I don't have, too many friends in the military, but, you hear and you read things. A lot of people, they struggle coming back home. And this is an example of that.
Yeah. That was a good point, Trevor. He says, I am Captain America versus I am Steve Rogers. That is a very good parallel. You're correct. Correct there. Do you think he lacks confidence? I get that sense. Yeah, confidence as a
I don't know if he
person,
lacks
no. Confidence as Captain America, yes.
Yeah.
I
would
feel
agree
like
with that.
he feels like he should, just
I feel
because he
like he
has the
feels he's an
shield, he
imposter.
feels like he should get more recognition and praise, and people should respect him more. But I feel like they don't, and that eats at him sometimes, and that also probably adds to his downward spiral.
Yeah, that's true. Also, I saw somebody point out, I forgot who, I'm sorry, but I saw somebody point out that when he was first assigned Captain America, he had a very clean shaven face. And as he's, descended into his, madness and the downward spiral, you see him not be as tidy especially with his
Yeah, his
facial
beard.
hair. It's growing in a little bit. It's getting a little scruffy. Doesn't look as clean cut. So it's kind of like they're paying attention to those little details. So I thought that was a nice little detail.
Yeah. Have you seen him like pre this role? Man's Man's had the flow, the beard, bro. I was like, oh shit.
Really?
Okay, that's the same person. That's wild, bro. That's wild, bro.
No, I have no idea. I haven't seen him at all in this. No, I haven't seen it at all.
But speaking of Zemo, I just want to bring him back. Well, we'll get to him in a second. But his little escape, this man.
Yeah. Real quick. Man. The TT conversation when Sam was like, I was like, fam, I ain't gonna lie to you. Growing up around white folks, that shit hit my soul. I was like, when I say auntie, no one knew what the fuck I was talking about when I first moved over here. Talking about, oh, that's my auntie. I'm going to my auntie. I was like, yeah, what? My auntie, nigga, what the fuck is you talking about? Like, oh, your aunt? Like, and the yes, nigga, my fucking aunt. The fuck
are that was Sam's reaction, though. He was just like, my aunt, fine, my aunt.
That shit blew me when I first got it. I was like, what?
I love that part so much. Same, because I've done the same thing. I'm not black, obviously, but I'm Mexican, and I've called my aunts and uncles Tia and Theo around, not non-people of color, white people, and they're just like, what does that mean? I'm just like, my aunt, and you have to you have to go back and just like, oh, like, I don't want to say fix your wording, but you have to change it or adapt it to who you're speaking.
Yeah, code switch. That's what it is. You just got a code switch.
There we go. Exactly. So I love that. When I was watching that, I'm like, I bet James loves this part. They were the first person I thought of. Yeah. 100%, and just his 100%. Reaction was just great too. His price, he's like, my aunt. Fine.
Yo, Anthony Mackie out here, bro. I'm really vibing with his.
I told you, bro.
I never said I didn't like it, bro. You take about one thing about the one joke and the one trailer and it made this a whole thing, G.
I did, and I'm not gonna let you live it down because I knew he was gonna snap in this role, and I'm loving every second of it. He's really like embodied. Like, I didn't want him to be Captain America, and now I'm like, I need this man to have the shield. Like, he
100%. All right. So Zemo was playing Stranger Danger in the courtyard with kids. Yo, them kids, like, don't go next to niggas with grown ass men with candy, bro. They was just like, oh, but this nigga got candy. Hey, what you want to know?
He had money too, bro.
Yeah, but he bribed them with the candy first. Them kids was dumb.
Right.
That was some dumbass kids.
Wrong. Bro. You are not wrong. Man. But he got the information. He ensured that the information only came to him because that was a smart ass fucking move. He needed to keep the leverage, which he did, and he told the kid, look, they're bad men. Let me know. Don't let them know shit. I got this.
Nah,
and he was like,
he was playing long game. He was playing.
Yo, he is. I'm Team Zemo, boy. That boy is fire.
See, I'm with you. I don't know if I'm Team Zemo. I just fuck with Zemo. He cool. I don't think I can say I'm
my
Team
boy.
Zemo.
No, he's my boy. Yeah. He fucked up a little bit. He got Chaka killed, and he was on some bullshit before, but. This Zemo, this operations brain Zemo,
bro, he was real mad though. This nigga crunching super soldiers. Like, let them get them super soldiers, Sam. Come on,
no, why? No, he has a brand and he is sticking to it. He's like, fuck these super soldiers, bro.
Yeah, he did. No, I'm not mad at that. I'm just like, come on, you just let him know. Why you mad at the super soldiers, bro? Your family died, but you're rich. You're rich, Zemo. You're rich. You know what I mean?
But his family died on some.
But he's rich though. He got a whole butler. He got a plane.
Do we though?
I ain't got no plane. Yeah, they flew in the plane, bro.
That was you're right. Well, I'm Team Zemo, man. Stop hating on my boy. He just wants some revenge. I feel that sometimes. If my family got killed, I want some revenge too. So I'm rolling with him. All right. He's out here moving smart, and he got, bro. He's fire, bro. I'm so glad. Like when they were bringing him back, I was like, okay, cool. Zemo's gonna be in it. Like whatever, but. watching it, I'm like, they really gave him justice to his character. They said, all right, we didn't give you enough screen time in Civil War because there was a lot of shit going on. But this time around, you're gonna get your dues. And he really did. He's taking full advantage of it. And I love it. Love it.
Yeah.
So,
all right.
I'm
and
down.
Then we go back to their little hotel room, and then Sam gives his speech about the Flag Smashers, saying that when the world was blipped, that everyone came together and they broke down all the barriers that they were keeping people out with because the world needed people. So everyone came together, and then the unblipped happened, and they put up all those borders back, and everyone who got unblipped were cast out. And I was like, oh, yeah, like he was kind of seeing the Flag Smashers point, and that was a pretty good point. Like, the world nowadays, like borders are up. We only let certain people in, protect our shit at all costs. And then when the blip happened, you need bodies. You need bodies to run a country. Then they just let's help each other. And then unblipped, fuck you guys.
It makes sense. You know what? Along those lines, I really liked how Marvel is really taking the blip and like shoving it in our face, because like that's no small feat in the world. Like if that were to happen in the world, like shit would be fucked up. Like I'm surprised if countries didn't fall. Like if half the population was just erased, just poof, like things wouldn't function correctly. Like you said, they would have to get more bodies, so that's a very real thing that they brought into the comic book world, and I like that because those things have consequences, and I'm excited to see how they play out, especially right now, because that's like her name's Carly, right? Carly Morgenthau.
Yeah, Carly.
She's a little nuts, but she has kind of reasoning. Yeah, she has reason. Rolling. Like she has reason. She's a little extreme, but she has reason.
Name one thing she done wrong.
She blew up that building, bro, with people in it.
So why are you holding fool from
her people? Even knew that was wrong. Her people.
Why they holding?
Like, bro,
why they holding fool from the people, bro? What's that about?
I'm just saying, you just don't bomb places out of nowhere, bro.
They didn't just bomb a place. They took.
She's a terrorist.
They said, this is what happened, G.
She's a terrorist.
That's crazy. You sound like the American government. They called the Black Panther terrorists. That's what they did. That's crazy. I see what team you on. This nigga talking about Team Zemo out here. This nigga Team John Walker.
Team
That's crazy.
Zemo, bro.
This nigga Team John. John Walker. That's John Walker.
Yeah, nah.
This nigga Lamar Hoskins, bro. This nigga Lamar Hoskins out here. That's crazy.
I'd rather be Hodgkins than John Walker. Give me Hodgkins, bro. I mean, he dead.
Nigga dead.
I'd rather be Hodgkins. He dead. I'd rather be dead than be John Walker, because fuck that guy. Speaking of which, can we cut to that part real quick? Well, actually, no, we'll get to it. We'll get to it along the line. I'm still Team Zemo. I don't think that Carly has bad reasoning. I just think that she is not. She's getting clouded. She's just a little extreme. Let's just put it that way. A little extreme.
Sound real John Walker to me.
Really? Will John Walker be Team Zemo? No.
No, he wouldn't be Team Zemo. You're right.
Exactly.
Right. I was trying to make a connection. I couldn't. I couldn't. It's cool.
Yeah.
It's cool. All right, what else we got here? Sam Blip. Zemo makes a speech about how man idolizes Cap. Oh, no. Oh, yeah. Fucking Carly's boy, when they were at the gravesite, taking up the fucking super soldier serum, and then this man gave a whole speech about how his grandparents fought in World War II, and he kind of idolized Cap just for this nigga to get murdered by Captain America.
that was fucked.
Yeah, who wrote that? Y'all disrespectful, bro. Y'all disrespectful, bro.
It was a writer for John Wick. It was the same writer that wrote last episode.
Disrespectful.
And the shot was beautiful because you see John Walker going down on him, and you see it from his point of view, and then you see from John Walker's point of view, you see the shield come up and completely take away his face. So you see the shield cover up his face, and then that's the last time you see his face. It's being covered by the shield, and that's just kind of just the symbolism there is just incredible. Like that's. And then him coming up to have all that blood on the shield, on the Captain America shield, and
he just murdered a person in the town square in front of everyone, in front of all those phones who are recording to the internet and live streaming all that. That was such great symbolism, and I'm so surprised Disney did that.
Oh no. Yeah, that was between that and Sarah, that's not her name. Sasha, that's not her name. Sharon. When she was fighting niggas in the episode 3 and she threw the knife and I saw blood, I was like, what?
Yeah.
Disney? Yeah. Blood? What?
He said blood.
What? That's crazy. No. That shit was bloody. That was a bloody shit. That nigga got bludgeoned to death, bro. And like that scene, it's pretty funny how like that scene emulated Civil War when Cap had the chance because Tony's helmet was off. He had the chance to like end that nigga, but he was like, "No, I'm gonna just put this in your arc reactor." Like literally same exact scene. Is just, I mean, Steve Rogers.
They're different people.
Crazy.
Yeah, it's showing you it's a direct parallel because what we're talking about is in Civil War at the very end scene where Captain America is fighting after Bucky's arm gets blown off by the Iron Man's what's the middle I can't think of the name anyway arc reactor and then he gets on top of him with the shield, same fucking scene, does this and it looks like he's about to decapitate him, but he just goes for the arc reactor because he has that sense to like I'm not a psychopath. I'm not going to kill Tony. Yeah, we have our differences, and yeah, we're fighting, but I'm not going to go as far as to kill him. Now, John Walker, same exact scene, and in his defense, his best friend partner just died and was murdered.
Yeah. I don't think he did anything wrong. It's just people was watching.
Did it in front of everyone. Yeah, he just did it in front of everybody.
Place to murder niggas, okay? You can't just be murdering niggas in front of everybody. Should have caught that nigga in the alley lacking. You know what I mean? Quick little bop in the alley. Good to go. Yeah. We don't know what happened. I don't know. He dead. That's crazy. Who knew? Who knew?
But
this nigga killed him in Times Square, bro. Times Square.
That's what I'm saying, bro. In front of everyone, bro. And it does. And that was also another parallel there. They're coming out with parallels up the ass, and I love it. But you see, I don't know if this is a direct. I could be reaching, but you remember in Captain America? Is it Civil War? Yeah, I think it is Civil War. When Scarlet Witch, like the very beginning scene when they're in I think they're in. What is it when they're like when that truck hits like it goes over and then Scarlet Witch, Falcon, and it's when Crossbones is there. Remember? Was that Civil War?
Yes, in that place was something. I can't because that's when Scarlet Witch blew them niggas up, and I cannot remember what that was.
Exactly. Yeah. So in that scene in the beginning fight when Crossbones is trying to steal whatever they're trying to steal, I can't think of it at the moment. But you see Wanda like pick up Captain America, and he ascends into the window, and in Falcon the Winter Soldier, after Hodgkins is killed, you see John Walker jump out of the window and he descends. And that's right before he goes into his like little badness. So I could be reaching there, but it is another, it could be another parallel where, Cap goes up and he's, tries to be the bigger person. And this guy, John Walker, is just slowly spiraling down into his dark side. So, and it's cool, man. I'm loving all these little nuggets.
Yeah. But if we being realistic, Cap killed hella niggas, bro. You can't kick a fucking pickup truck into a person and them not die. Okay? I'm not rolling.
Did he I don't know if he decapitated Buddy, but did he brutally murder with a shield?
No, he definitely
had blood on his shield in front of people? Nah.
In front of people, no, but you can't tell me in Winter Soldier, them niggas from the boat still alive.
On the boat in the very beginning? Oh, they're dead. They're in the ocean. They're shark food. They're gone.
This nigga, not only did he hit him off the boat, these niggas is knocked out. They drowned, bro. They're drowned.
Fish food. They're out like that.
Dead as fuck, bro.
But in his defense, it wasn't on camera. So
it wasn't on camera.
Almost like it didn't happen. Almost like it didn't happen.
Bro, I guarantee you S.H.I.E.L.D. got some footage of Cap killing niggas, bro. They got something.
I mean, obviously, we just watched the movie. I mean, we watched it. They got some footage.
It's crazy.
I don't know. That's it's just another. I like Cap. But I don't like John Walker. And there's distinct differences, and they're showing us why that John Walker does not deserve to be Cap.
Speaking of his descent, you also kind of see that when they go to the funeral of Mama Danya. I think that's her name. Yeah. were when they agreed to let Sam go talk to Carly, and instead of giving Sam time, he says you have 10 minutes. Like he's telling Sam how long he's willing to wait, and that off the rip is like him, the antsiness, and like throughout the scene, you see him fidgeting and like just walking around and just pacing and stuff. Like he's uncomfortable. He feels to me, it feels like he needs to prove himself. I feel like he feels he's not worthy to be Captain America. Now that I'm thinking about it, and he doesn't know what to do, and he feels like he needs to take action. And he doesn't even give Sam 10 minutes. He cuts him off like around the 3 or 5 minute mark. He's like, and gives a little. I'm mad Bucky fell for this fucking speech, my nigga. Like, trust your mates. How did you let this bum convince you to go fuck it up? This man, Sam was putting in verbal work with Carly, bro. We could have ended the show right here. We could have ended the show right here, bro. But no. Bucky a bum, okay, and caved and let John Walker go fuck it up. Okay, that's what happened.
Okay, you're right. But I will give him some credit because John Walker had a good point. He had a good point, but Bucky shouldn't have caved. But he had a good point. He said, "You're going to leave your partner alone in there. You're going to do that," and that's a valid point. But in defense of that, to play devil's advocate, Sam did say specifically, "Give me 10 minutes. I got this," and he should have trusted his partner when he said that, not the other motherfucker.
Bro, they just got back from fighting Thanos' army, bro. What's a super soldier to that, bro? You know what I mean? What's a super soldier to Thanos' army?
I mean, the super soldier was whooping their ass on the trucks, though. They were whooping that ass. So,
but were they trying?
Yeah.
I know for a fact Bucky wasn't trying.
Okay, you got a point there.
Exactly.
I'll give you that one.
That's what I thought. I don't think
Sam was trying. Either, John Walker was trying. Hodgkins was trying.
John Walker definitely was trying, but that nigga's a bum and he ain't fight Thanos, not did he? Yeah, that's what I thought. That's what I thought. Trust Sam. Sam got it. Sam got it. Bro.
I agree. He should have trusted Sam. But I will just say, to play devil advocate, I do say that John Walker did have a good point. Like, he had a point, but Bucky should have listened to his partner and not to the opposing.
Zemo slipped up out of there with the quickness, bro. He was like, these cuffs, nigga.
Zemo's easily my second favorite character in this whole show. It's definitely Sam, Zemo, Bucky. Because I love Sam and I love Zemo and Bucky. I love Bucky too. I love all three of them, but Zemo's just been with the shits the whole time, and I love it.
You know what's crazy? Honestly, being on veteran TikTok, I kind of appreciate John Walker a lot. I'm kind of really fuck with this nigga. I ain't gonna hold you, bro. These niggas really brought me around to his whole fucked upness, as I'll put it. I kind of
also enjoy trauma.
Yeah, but not this kind of trauma. This almost like some. How I'll put this. It's almost like some fuck black people type of stuff. I don't know. Like he kind of on that tip for me. That's kind of why I see John Walker. But like just them and the shit they say about like the shit they go through the military and like how they are incentivized not to get help. I'm just like, damn, all right. Well, I see how you can get fucked up. You know what I mean? Like it's crazy out there. It's crazy. You know what I mean?
I see what you're saying. I still don't think that.
It's like
I still don't like John Walker.
It's like Joffrey. It's like Joffrey is how I put it. I really fuck with Joffrey. I really fuck with Cersei too. You know what I mean? Those are some of my favorite characters. I like them niggas. You know who was a bum? Toman. Is that what the little brother name was? He was a pussy ass bitch. Excuse my French. I can't stand a little motherfucker.
You're right. But so was Joffrey. Joffrey was a bitch ass motherfucker, bro. He was a
he got shit done.
Joffrey?
He was a bitch.
His dad got shit done. Joffrey ain't do shit. His dad got shit done. Joffrey ain't do shit. Joffrey was a little crybaby bitch who almost murdered who had the dog murdered because he was being a little pussy.
Joffrey would not have let his mom get taken by the church, bro. What are we talking about? What are we talking about? Are you serious? He would have burned that fucking church down, my nigga. What do you mean? You gotta be fucked up. You think Joffrey said it for that?
Joffrey a hoe.
That's crazy.
I'm not saying he not.
You don't got no rebuttal to my
What are you talking about? You had no rebuttal for what I said. So we're even right now. 1-1.
That's cap. Is he a hoe? Yes, but he a hoe to get shit done, bro. Yes. What are we talking about, bro? What?
He got like one thing.
So you real mad because he ain't no pushover. That's crazy.
I didn't say he wasn't a pushover. I say he acts like a hoe.
Yeah, but he gets shit done. If you at home get shit done, I respect you, bro.
No. See? You wrong. You wrong. Look, I got back up. You wrong.
That's crazy.
Next topic. Speaking of Zemo.
He a bum.
Zemo, like you said, got up out that jam, and I love that they dropped the El Chapo line. He said he got out the jam like El Chapo. He just El Chapo this shit. He had a...
You skipped the whole part.
You're right. Let's go back to the beginning. All right. So...
that was funny.
So
the
Dormelage
escaping, yeah, and he ends up finding Carly with the serum, shoots at her, breaks the serum. Dun, 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 dun. There's one serum left. Guess who finds it? You guessed it, John fucking Walker, nigga.
Is there only one serum left?
Yeah, G.
I thought there was a couple missing because there was 20, and then she gave away 12, right? So that means there's 8 left, and then means there's 8 left. He stomped on. Wait, yeah, 12 or yeah. I watched the video. I forgot who it was, but long story short, they were saying that in the vials, like in the box, there looks like there's 5 missing.
This is it. I'm gonna let you know. This is another Mephisto, bro. Ain't no more vials, G.
I would be open to there being more vials. I'd be open to that. I'd
That'd
like
be
to
cool.
see.
I will 100% tell you that that's not a thing. I am like 1,000% positive. Honestly, I'm so sure about this. I will legitimately bet on this, nigga. This is something, and I'm not even a gamble man. I will put money up on this. G.
I will bet you $7.
I'll bet you $7 there are no more vials. Zero, bro. I'm like 1,000.
$7. Okay, bet.
1,000%, bro. 1,000%, bro.
$7. $7. Mark it down. $7. Say if there's at least one more vial, I win.
Agreed, but they ain't. Too bad.
Okay, so speaking of which, though, yeah, Carly drops the vial, or what happened again?
Yeah, he stomps him out.
Yeah. So he stomps him out. There's one left. John Walker. He comes in and he knocks out Zemo. Zemo's just passed out.
That got thrown at the back of his head. Come on now, nigga should be dying. This is crazy.
Right. But like, how light is adamantium? Because he'd be throwing that. Like, first, it's like a frisbee. Secondly, like it's the strongest metal in the world. So I guess if the vibrations dissipate when you hit something, it's not that intense, but still, they should be dead.
If niggas able to implant it into cement walls, trees,
True.
Nigga,
right.
I'm sorry, bro.
They should be decapitated. You're right.
Fucking
you're right.
Spinal column broke. Fucking.
You're right. But anyway, so he got just knocked out when he should have died. And then John Walker, after he stomped out all of the vials, which I am on Team Zemo for because he has a plan and he's sticking to it. So he tried to stomp out all of them.
It's just like, come on, man, why you gotta do that, bro? Come on.
What do you mean? Why you gotta? That is in character. That is.
I understand that, but like, come on, man. Sometimes niggas is trying to live, bro. Come on, Zemo, for real. Come on.
Nah, I disagree, man. He had a plan. He's sticking to it. He's surviving. And
nigga, you not listening.
He was in jail. He got the same crime.
I agree, but like, come on, man.
And I disagree with that. Come on, man. Nah.
So you don't want no more super soldiers? You just said it might be more vials.
I want Sam to have the super soldier serum because how he just.
So you want more vials? So therefore, you on the same side of? Come on, man. What we on?
No, I want there to be 5 missing vials that didn't get stomped on.
So so if he would have stumped on all of them, you would have been hella tight then, right?
If he what?
If he would have stumped on all of them, and you didn't have this theory about the 5 minutes, you'd have been hella tight then, right? That Sam ain't gonna become a super soldier.
If he stomped on it, it's in character for him to stomp on it. I'm like, okay, cool, I'm rolling.
I'm not disagreeing with that. What I'm saying is I want more super soldiers. And what they sound like to you is saying you want more super soldiers too.
No, I don't want more. Well, I want one more super soldier. I want one more, just one. Not more as in plenty. I just want one.
Page, nigga.
Nah, just one.
You're playing semantics out here. We talking about the same thing.
I just want one. All right, I just want one. I don't want more of them to be around. I just want one of them. I just want my boy to get it. All right, I don't want John Walker to get it. I want the real Captain America to get it. Anyway.
You know what'd be crazy? What if Hodgkins didn't die? What if Lamar was still alive and he got back like, oh shit, this nigga alive? And I just murdered Buddy on TV. That would be funny.
That would be hard to explain. that would be
no. I'm just saying, that'd be hilarious because this nigga just murdered this nigga over your death. And like,
he would be like, yeah, I'm agreeing with you. I just like, how do you explain that to the people? Like, I don't know how they're going to explain it.
I got you.
Like, I don't know how they're going to explain it now, but that if he didn't die, like, because I could see PR trying to, they killed our, there's a KIA, somebody died in combat, he was defending his home. I can see PR try to spin that a little bit. I mean, it's not going to go well, but I can see PR try to put a spin on it. That's tough. Like, he alive? Well, what you going to say now? That's tough. That's tough.
He's got to kill him. But, like, oh, fuck.
Yeah. So there's one vial left. John Walker has it. So John Walker had it. He doesn't take it immediately. He puts it in his pocket, and right after, you see Sam and Bucky, I believe, they come out and like, hey, like, we got to go, or whatever happens. And then what happens right after? Is that when they transition back into like the safe house place?
It's a scene with Lamar and John Walker, and people come up to ask for John Walker's autograph and stuff.
Wait, time out. Real quick. But I like how they did that, though, because that shows that he's always being watched and he's always being followed, and he's Captain America. It's hard to get away from the spotlight. Okay, continue.
Yeah. Previously in the episode too, there's people like in the background taking pictures and shit. Mm-hmm. And he even says, like, when Sam's like, "How did you find us this time?" He's like, "You think people wouldn't notice two Avengers walking around?" Like, yeah. So yeah, right. It's just, little thing. They peppered it up. Little things in here and there. But so like they have the conversation. They ask for an autograph and stuff, and he's asking Lamar about if they were offered the super soldier serum, would he take it? Oh, Lamar's like, yeah, without hesitation. And then we talked about this previously about like they talk about Afghanistan and what happened over there, and he's like, I just want to do something right, talking about being Captain America. And then we go back to the safe house where it's Zemo, Bucky, Sam, and then John Walker and Hodgkins come in saying, time's up. You got time to bring Zemo back in.
Is that the scene where Zemo has the cold press on his head and is just drinking? I fucking love that scene. He's just sitting there just like decompressing. He has his drink in his hand. He's got the cold towel over his head. He's just like shooting the shit with Sam like, would you take the serum? Sam's like, no. He's like, no hesitation. I like that. And I love that scene. Like the interaction between Zemo and everyone else is fire. I love it. But yeah, like you said, they're chilling. John Walker comes. He's like, look, it's time to go. We got to get this man out of here. And then the Dora Milaje come out. Yo, that was probably my favorite scene second favorite scene in the episode. That shit was cool.
And it was like perfect timing because Walker was feeling himself trying to fight Sam and shit. Coming here, and Sam was like, "The only thing you're running around here is your mouth." That shit was hilarious. He's like,
right.
Put him in his place, Sam.
Drop the shield.
Guy. Yeah,
drop the shield.
Had a fucking spear coming at your face. They go, I'm fucking talking about, nigga.
So let's talk about that because right after they start arguing, the Dora Milaje come in, and Captain America had the audacity to go up to him and be like, you guys don't have any jurisdiction here. You don't have any fucking jurisdiction here, motherfucker. That was somebody on Twitter was like, that is the most American thing I've ever heard somebody say in a TV show.
So would you call the Dora Milaje terrorists? Because they do what the fuck ever they want, wherever they're at. You want to call you a terrorist?
It might fit the description. Shit, I don't know. It might.
That's
it
crazy.
Might. It might. I want to call them terrorists.
That's that John Walker.
I don't want to call them.
Crazy.
I fuck with the Dora Milaje.
Call them terrorists.
But I mean, I don't know. But I like them. Look, she said that the Dora Milaje have jurisdiction wherever the Dora Milaje seem fit. That was hot. That was like, damn, that's fire, bro. Because who fucking with them with those adamantium spears? Who fucking with them?
I'm just saying, bro. That sounded very Carly-esque. I mean, if you in our way, you can get towed down. If Carly a terrorist, that means you calling. You know what I mean? I'm right side of they doing that. You know what I mean? I'm with them. I'm rolling with them niggas. Fuck that.
Yeah, but I'm not Team Carly, so man, I like the Dora Milaje.
I like the Dormalaje.
They're fire. So the fight ensues. It's Captain America, Sam, Bucky, Zemo's just chilling in the back, and they're fighting against the Dormalaje. Shit is going crazy. There's a shield getting thrown around. There's spears getting clanged. There's arms blocking and shit. And the fact that one of the Dormalaje incapacitated John Walker in 7 seconds. Not even. It was like one spear throw that took like a second. She threw the spear into his sleeve, I think, and then caught it on the arm holster and just stuck it to a table, I think it was, and completely incapacitated. He could not move after that. Was the hardest shit I've ever seen in the show so far. That was the coldest thing.
Got beat the fuck up. That entire scene. Even before that part, he was still getting pieced up. He got kicked into the spear that was behind him into the wall, bro. Straight through us, kicked to the chest. Said, bitch, fuck out of here, bum ass nigga.
That spear to the arm. Facts. And that spear to the arm, like I said, it incapacitated him and it demoralized him. He went from, oh, you trying to fight? Oh, I can do that. Sam, you want me to lay down the shield? To, they weren't even super soldiers, and I got my ass beat.
Yo, Sam and Bucky's banter when they were sitting out was pretty funny, and two, I think they were low-key gonna kill them niggas. Like, it wasn't fight. Like, they were, because if Sam just stopped to step in, what?
The Dormalaje were gonna kill.
Yeah, because if Sam didn't step in, Hoskins was getting the spear to the fucking face. And if Bucky didn't step in, John Walker was getting the spear to the fucking chest. Like, they weren't there to play zero games. They said, we come in here to do business. I don't give a fuck if you're Captain America and his sidekick. Y'all in our way. You gotta go. Goddamn, you gotta go. I thought that was cool. Like Sam literally grabbed cool too. I'm rolling before Hoskins died.
Yeah, true.
Like, hey, hold up.
True.
hold up.
True. Yeah, they ruthless in Wakanda, bro. And they got justification, kind of. I'm like, all right, that makes sense. All right.
You really out here not keeping the same energy. That's crazy.
I don't like Carly. I just don't like Carly. I just don't like
keep the same energy.
That's don't like Carly, bro. I just don't like her. I don't know why. I'm just like, man.
I'm rolling with Carl. Low key, I'm a flag smasher, bro. I'm with them niggas. I'm with them.
Flag smasher.
I'm with them. I feel it.
She so her reasoning and her justifications are pretty on par. I would agree with those for the most part. Her whole storyline I kind of agree with. Like, it's like it makes sense where she is, but I'm just like, nah, just not vibing. Makes sense to me, but just not vibing.
Got you. No, Kevin does not keep same energy. Put that. All right. So, yeah, John Walker was defeated. It's like a talking about they weren't even super soldiers. Mans was heartbroken, bro. Mans was heartbroken. So, next question. How soon... we skipped some stuff. Carly called Sam's fucking sister talking about, I'm a kids, nigga. Where your brother at?
Yeah, she went too far with that one. She went too far.
But she wasn't gonna kill no kids, nigga. What the fuck are we talking about, bro?
How do you know?
Kevin.
James. How you know? You ask her? Did you call her? Because she called Sam's sister.
Still does not keep same energy. Cool.
She called Sam's sister and was like, you'll better run. Like, I'm coming for you.
So you don't know what a negotiation tactic is. You don't know how to play a hand. You don't know what bluffing is what you're telling me.
Does she seem like a bluffer to you? Does she seem like she bluffs to you?
Yeah, she does.
What? She just blew up a fucking building. She don't seem like no bluffer.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
Adults who were keeping food from. She don't kill innocent people, bro. What the fuck are you talking about? Name one innocent person she killed. Oh wait, who didn't do any fuck shit? Who weren't hurting other people?
Show again. I'll come back to you.
Honestly, I will be waiting, nigga. I will be waiting, nigga. Honestly,
that was
run the season back right now.
You're not calling my family and threatening my family. You're not doing that, bro. No, you're not doing that.
Why did you say you came alone and then brought some niggas and tried to arrest me? What are we doing? I thought we were cool.
You're
right.
What the fuck is this? You're right with that. I agree with that part. I'm not against that part.
So what are we talking about? We are even. by doing that brought you to me. We even now. We par. We just Kevin does not keep saying
I don't think that. I don't think that equates. That doesn't equate though. I mean, no, it doesn't equate. Like you call him. I mean, he didn't bring like the police with him. He wasn't like, yeah, like I'm gonna lock you up.
It's
no,
worse.
He's like,
it's John Walker, bro. It's Captain America, bro. What the fuck are we talking about?
Wait, which part are you talking about? Are you talking about when they went to meet her
funeral,
and then they talked?
When he was like, oh yeah, let's just talk.
That happened before they met up after the call, didn't it?
Yeah, so he fucked up first, is what I'm saying.
Oh, okay.
And that was her retaliation.
I had
just to get him to talk.
I had your reasonings reversed. Reversed. Okay, then that makes sense. That tracks. Okay, cool. That makes sense. Okay, cool. No, yeah, I agree with that. You're right. I'll give you that win. I'll take the L. My bad.
All right, what were we talking? Oh yeah, so she did that. So then they met up with Sam. She was talking about I'm gonna kill Captain America before that, and the whole chase scene was fire, bro. Like this whole ending part was pretty badass. She tackled Bucky off the balcony into the wall. That was
right. Mm-hmm.
Cool CGI. Sam's flying ability, bro, is like
coolest thing ever, bro.
It don't make sense because like this nigga be getting lift off of like this much space, just be moving around like. Okay.
Yeah, it don't make any sense.
Fire. It looked fire and it's fluid as shit. So I'm rolling.
It does. It looks like really good. Like I'm surprised at how good it looks. Like I know you said this before, and I kind of argued with you a little bit on it, and I'm totally agreeing with you 100%. This looks too good, bro.
What I tell you, bro, like we used to say, oh, only in animation, nigga. We might not be there no more, nigga. That's
true.
Only animation nigga, we might be able to do it for real. We might be able to do it for real, bro.
Between like this and then like, you know what also looked super comic booky that looked so good in live action was Darkseid when he was killing Aquaman and he had like the Omega beams coming out of his eyes. That was like straight from a comic book. I'm like, that looks really good.
Nigga. All of Apocalypse.
Yeah. It looks so good. I'm like, damn, all right, maybe we are at that. We're at that time. Like
I'm saying. But yeah, so they find Walker, they get his location. Carly's plan is to kill Captain America. So they capture Lamar. How soon did you know that he took the serum? When did you know? Because there was a couple scenes that they like hinted at before it was like finally like, oh, he took it.
So I thought after he put it in his pocket, I knew they weren't going to show it on screen. So I was kind of looking at the time to find like when they were going to show it. And the aha moment was when he threw the shield at the wall and it like stuck into the wall. I forgot who exactly, but he threw it and he was inside of an abandoned building and he threw it. I was like, oh, he's strong now. Like he
literally implanted that bitch,
he took that shit. Yeah. So that was the aha moment. And I was like, yeah, he took it.
Yeah. Even before that, this nigga hearing senses was better. This nigga just there. I was like, what the fuck was that, nigga? Since when
I did not pick up on that at all. I did not even pick up on that.
There's a moment after Lamar gets taken. He breaks through the door, which is kind of like a little moment because he kind of busted that bitch a little bit too hard.
Yeah.
Then he stands there for a little bit. He puts his head down and starts doing a daredevil. You know, he starts doing this bullshit. And he's like, all right, back that direction. And then he fights whoever the fuck's in the shadow and just embeds that shit into the fucking wall.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, but he proceeded to beat all these niggas. You know what's funny? So they had the advantage when they had the serum, but now that there's someone who's combat trained that has the serum, they're getting beat the fuck up, bro.
Absolutely.
Beat, bro.
I mean, that's kind of like how, with Superman. Like Superman, relies on brute strength because, like, he didn't grow up learning combat. He was just like, I'm stronger than everyone. So sometimes when he fights an experienced fighter, he kind of gets his ass beat in the beginning, and so that tracks. That makes sense. I would agree with that. I didn't have any issues with that whatsoever. I thought it was actually pretty cool, though. It was like it's something I picked up on. I was like, oh, that makes a lot of sense, Like they're just some regular people who just happen to be strong as fuck.
Mm-hmm. I really like the Sam, what did you do line, and he like really doesn't even answer. He's like, they got Lamar. Sam was like, all right, fuck. I guess we'll talk about this later. Then we have to go beat some ass.
Yeah, I mean he's he's not about that life, but he was in that life. He was I don't know what. I mean, he was in the Air Force, but I don't know what exactly department or whatever.
Doing. Yo, I want them to talk about Riley, bro. They mentioned Riley once, bro. What happened to your wingman, my guy? I want more information on that dude. But that's beside the point.
Yeah. Back when they talked about it in Winter Soldier? Is that what you're talking about?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd like to know a little bit backstory on that because, like, obviously it affected him, and it's something that he kept with him, especially because he's, he's in charge of that peer mentoring group therapy program. So I'm sure it should come up more often than it does, right? Mm-hmm. Well, I guess that's also a thing with military people; they kind of keep things bottled up. So, I guess it could go either way.
Sam, bro. Come on, that's Sam, bro. Come on,
yeah, that's true.
That's true. That's true. So, Sam, bro.
So yeah, they captured Hodgkins. They captured Hodgkins, and he was able to break free, which I thought was cool because it was just cool to see him because he is what do they call him?
Battlestar,
a star or something. Battlestar. So Battlestar. Yeah, they picked him for a reason because he's good in combat. He's good in the field, and so it showed that he was. He pulled his knife out immediately. Was able to cut himself free. Unfortunately, it didn't last too long before he. How exactly did he die again? I already forgot.
So they were fighting. It was Bucky, Sam, and Walker fighting the super soldiers, fighting the Flag Smashers or whatever. And then they ended up getting Walker pinned. Carly was running up with a knife to stab the shit out that nigga. She was about to fucking prison style that nigga. And then this dude came out of nowhere, tackled her, and then got Falcon punched in the chest. Carly got up with the aggression, like you stopped me for killing Buddy, Falcon, punch, and straight. He's like, oh. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. His death scene was real bad acting, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. That was rough. When he did I was like, nigga.
I kind of. I left it alone. I was like, all right, he dead. I was like, he dead. Leave him alone. I was like, he dead. But you're right. Yeah, you're crazy. Right. You're right. But yeah, he died, and just like any other person. When their best friend, what dies, they lost their shit. John Walker lost his shit, respectfully so, and definitely like it tracks. It makes sense, but he instantly went from like being on the verge of like teetering towards the dark side to like fuck these motherfuckers. It's game on, and I'm cool with that, especially because it's your boy, but. He just made a grave mistake to do it in front of so many cameras.
Literally in the middle of public. in the dead center of public.
Like you couldn't have just dragged him to a building real quick, just like real fast.
And if we're being honest, if you really want to get revenge for your boy, you need to interrogate this nigga to find a bitch that just killed your mans, bro. Like, what are we doing?
Yeah, right.
Moving on emotion out here, bro. You gotta be thinking, bro. You gotta be thinking.
Yeah, it's just I thought it was really well done. The whole thing. I thought it was really well done. I thought because it just tracks. It makes sense. Like your best friend dies. You go into this hyper. What is it, like a blind rage almost? And you just you do stuff off of emotion, and that's very human. Let's put it. It just happened to be in front of the whole world. So I'm excited to see where that goes because that image of Captain America holding a bloody shield that's a powerful image. That's not only in our world. In our world, in the real life world, that would be plastered all over the place. And I love how they kind of prefaced that image. I don't know if it was this episode or the episode before, but they showed they were in the Captain America museum, and you see him holding up the door. Remember in Captain America 1? Yeah, he's holding up the car door. And you even notice, if I actually just watched Captain America 1 like 3 days ago. 2 days ago. Yeah, hell yes. And you see someone with a camera. Like you see someone taking that photo of him. So it like makes perfect sense for them to have that photo in the museum. And it just kind of preface what happens in this episode. There's going to be cameras always around you, and you have to be mindful of that. And he was in that blind rage, and it's going to take a turn for the worse. Like it's hard to explain this. No PR company in the world is going to be able to survive this. Like no, you can't get out of it. So I don't know. I'm excited to see where it goes because this has heavy implications of where this show is going to go, where John Walker's going to go, and where the Shield is going to go.
2 episodes left, right?
2. Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
This show is much better than I anticipated. Like I knew it was going to be good,
Like, I thought it was going to be
like
generic Marvel, but it is, but it isn't.
Yeah, you kept saying that a lot. The writing in this show is top notch. Like, it's really good writing.
Yeah, and pretty good.
Like, I thought I was just gonna love it for, you know, the action and, you know, the funny banter between Falcon and Winter Soldier, but like the emotion, the trauma, and the bars that everyone is spitting, Sam spitting, Bucky spitting, Ayo spitting, Zemo spitting, even Carly spitting, they all spitting, bro. So this show has exceeded my expectations, and I had high hopes for it in the first place. So that's saying something.
I did not, but it's fire. You know what else? It was dope in the Dora Milaje scene. It was a point where they took back all the vibranium in the room. Like, it was a point where they had control of all the vibranium again. They took the arm, they had all the spears, took the shield back, and they had Bucky's arm. That shit was cold. That shit was cold. That little detail, I was like, oh shit, I bet.
It's like, this is ours. Like, you're just borrowing it. We can take it back at any time. Like, if
literally facts, bro. Facts.
So yeah, I like that a lot, dude. I really fuck with the Dora Milaje, bro. I really like them. I want them to show up all the time.
I think they're getting a show on Disney Plus. I think that's what I heard.
See, I need that, and I need the Amazon show. I need both of them, like, right away.
Yeah.
Both of them will go hard.
We know who's not going to fumble that bag, though, and we know who will. So
yeah, we know. Yeah, Disney got it, bro. They get the touchdown.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
WB fumbled a while ago. So, well, that's another day. That's another day. You got anything else on this episode? Because I do want to talk about Invincible before we leave.
No, pretty good episode. 2 episodes left. I'm pretty interested to see how they wrap this up. Yeah, show's pretty good.
Yeah,
Fox started rolling.
Yeah, let us know what you guys think of the comics, because this is probably this might be my favorite episode right now. But we'll see what happens. Yeah, I'm excited to see where it goes.
What episode number was this? 4 or 5?
4. This is 4.
4. Gotcha. Yeah, this and
3 was
pretty tied for me.
Yeah.
Nah, this might be better. And then 3 is probably my second.
Yeah, I would say this is probably my favorite episode. From everything, from acting, from writing, from directing, the bars that were, like, everything was good. But let's transition into Invincible before we leave, because I really wanted to talk about it. There was a lot of things in this episode that I really like. I wrote a lot more notes than I thought I was going to write. Like, this show
opening was fucking fire.
With Titan, the villain, the anti-hero, whatever you want to call
like, just the way it was. I want to say filmed, but it's animated. So the way it was just animated, like the whole direct. The whole scene is like them coming out of the little safe house, talking shit, shooting the shit, sparking a cigarette, and you just see a figure down the alley, and he just takes his shirt off and starts hauling ass towards you, and then morphs into this rock man and just proceeds to beat the shit out of everyone in this fucking warehouse, bro. In the most
really set
way.
The tone. Facts. It really set the tone for the episode, and it set the tone for who. What do they call Titan? Titan. It really set the tone for who Titan is as a character, or who they want you to think Titan is as a character, especially with his power set, because that's a cool one. That's a cool ass power set. Like, turn into a rock and you're damn near indestructible. And then 2, I really like that they showed. Not only was he beating everybody's ass, one guy, he shot at him and then got, like, shot in the head, like he ricocheted off him.
The head.
Reminded me of Iron Man 1, because actually I'm running through all of the Marvel movies from start to finish. So I'm in phase 1 right now. So it really reminded me of when Tony Stark was coming out with his Gen 1 suit, the Mark 1, and the terrorist, like, shot him, and he ended up getting shot back because he looks like indestructible. So I thought that was a cool play. And then at the very end of that fight scene, he tells the kid, he's like, dude, just get the fuck out of here. He's like, just go. You're young. Yeah. And the kid's just like, shoots him anyway. I'm like, this motherfucker's like stupid ass kid.
Yeah, because he's like talking to the boss. Yeah, he's talking to the boss and embraces the boss's neck, and he's like, that was for you, kid. And then the kid shoots him, and then he runs off. Bro, when he threw, the guy came through with like the 50 cal. He had the duck cover, and he fucking threw the pistol through his skull, bro. That was crazy. That was great.
This show, like, I know the show is gory, and I've already seen all the episodes so far. So, like, I understand the tone of it, but, like, I'm never surprised at how gory it is. Like, I'm always surprised at how gory it is every single time. I'm like, damn. Every time. Just like, ooh.
And I really liked how they had characters from episode 1 came back. Like in episode 1, Mark ends up fighting Titan. He stops him from robbing a bank. And what's his name? Blaster Cannon. Fuck, what's his name?
That dude, the dude that ran away. I can't think of his name right now either.
I don't know. Something cannon, bro. Some cannon. And he knocks him the fuck out. Honestly, when I saw the clip, I thought he might be in trouble because Buddy was kind of surrendering before he knocked him the fuck out. But nobody gave a fuck. That shit was a viral video. He was out there in school. Like, that shit crazy. He was late to see, what's her name? Fucking, what's her name? I got it somewhere. Amber, he was late to see her. I was like, I got your candies, though, bro. I'm late. I got your candies, though, bro. Come on.
True. I thought that was pretty dope. He like showed up like 30 minutes or 20 minutes late to meet her, and he's like, I got you some like.
Yeah, she's like, you got my favorite candies that are across town because you were late. You were late because you were across town getting my favorite candies. I was like, yo, my man need to work on his lies better because this shit ain't lagging up, bro.
Yeah, he does. But I mean, he's a teenager and he just got his superpower. He'll figure it out.
Like, and
I did want to say before,
but like, this is why I'm saying he needed to just, X that out because he got superhero shit to do, bro.
Yeah, you're right. Like, I was with it. I was like with Mark, like trying, like, I get it, like, get your thing on, bro. Do you, bro? But it's becoming a lot, and she asks a lot of questions, and like my man's just trying to be great.
Like, I get it. She's not wrong. She's like, nigga, are you in the mood?
Right, which makes sense, and she's not wrong, like you said, whatsoever. But my man's just trying to be great. He got responsibilities, and
facts.
Fast forward a little bit into the episode when he was late to meet. She stressed it with him. She's like, "Look, you cannot be late to meet my mother. This is like our 3-month anniversary or something like that. You can't be late." And I think he was fighting Elephant Man or something like that. He was fighting someone or saving the world from an asteroid. I don't know. He was doing something, and he ended up.
It was the asteroid. It was the asteroid. That was a dope scene too.
Awesome, but he completely missed the dinner, and her mom wasn't even there anymore. And I did like the fact that they saved him a plate and he was eating in her bedroom and just eating. He's like, yeah, she's a good cook. It's like, yeah, you could have told that to her yourself. But in that moment, this was a very human, like a humanizing moment was you see him, like you see the facial struggle, the inner turmoil of him wanting to tell Amber. And he's just about to, he's like, look, never mind. It just comes up with another lie. That's very humanizing to see a young kid. He wants to be more open. He wants to bring her into this life. But 1, you're young. You don't know how long this is going to last. 2, your dad is like a superhero. And like, I'm sure he would be upset that you're telling your secret identity to people. And then 3, he doesn't want to, endanger her possibly. So I like that internal struggle that you saw in him.
Yeah, that was some young shit. I was like, nigga, what the fuck are you doing? Hey, bruh, straighten up. This ain't it. This ain't it. You never read a Spider-Man comic where that nigga, when they found his identity out, you know what happened? His life went to shit, okay? Stop telling people secret identities.
He didn't tell anybody. He hasn't told anyone.
Yeah, but he was loved, so I ain't like that energy. I'm like, nigga, what you doing? Chill, bro. Keep people safe.
But I like to show the display that he was thinking about it. That's a very human moment. Yeah.
That was some young shit.
Yeah, he can't be fucking up like that. Yeah, he can't be fucking up.
You know what I really liked? This happened a little bit earlier in the scene. They kind of so they show Titan. What was it? They show him burning down the building, and then the guy's like, "Why did you do this to us? We didn't do shit to you." And he walks up and he gives him money. He's like, "Here's a shelter. Go there. They'll have you stay there for a week or so." And then you cut to Omni-Man and Mark interrogating a guy, and they drop him, and he's like, "You're gonna catch him, right?" Yeah. He's like, "Maybe." And then they cut to Titan, who's doing the same thing. And then before he looks to see he has a daughter, he's like, "All right, give me the money later, but if you don't, that's your ass." I like how they're setting him up to be, yes, he's muscle for like this mob figure, but like he still has a heart and he still cares, and you can also see that through when he goes home to his daughter and stuff. And like she asks him, "Oh, is he a good guy?" And he's like, "Yeah, I guess." And she's like, "Are you a good guy?" And he's like, he kind of like has no real answer for it. I'm like, ah, damn. And like it just really cements that he's just, there are people out here who have powers who are barely getting by and they have to do what they have to do. to make ends meet and provide
That's
for
real
their
life
family.
shit.
Like just because you have powers don't mean you're gonna be, oh yeah, I'm in the league and stuff and everything's great.
Right. That's real shit. Because like in the real world, that would happen. There would be people who have powers and not necessarily like a great power to where you're a Superman type and you're in the league, but you're more than average. You can get shit done. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes and depending on where you are in your life, you may need to get shit done, and that may not be legal, but you have to make ends meet. You have to survive. So I feel like that was also a very humanizing moment. It just like it also shows you where this world is at too. It kind of, because like for example, like Marvel, you just see all the superheroes. They go, for the most part, they go to the good side. You know what I'm saying? This is showing you the two sides of it. And I like the fact that Titan was able to tell Invincible, like, look, you're saving these like you have superpowers and you're doing this thing, but you're a rich white kid from the suburbs. Like there are people really struggling in this earth that you have no idea about. And that was a point that got Invincible into his grasp, which you find out later in the episode that Titan isn't exactly who they've been portraying him to be. They portray him to be as like an anti-hero, someone who's just trying to make ends meet, just this person with powers trying to do good, but maybe going about it the wrong way with trying to survive and stuff. And then to the end, fast forward to the end, where he literally played Invincible into his hand so that he can run the city. Now you don't know if he's going to be just like Machine Head and just run the city into the ground just for his benefit, or if he's going to he might do what he has to do to be like a player in this world, but he also may take care of like, the little people and have a bigger eye on those people. So I did like that parallel.
Yeah.
Also, Titan, I just want to say, I forgot to mention this earlier. Titan really reminded me of Luke Cage in the beginning when he took his hoodie off and he was getting shot.
Bro,
yeah.
See, like at the end, we became the Kingpin. I was like, "Yo, this is Luke Cage right here, bro. That's crazy. That's crazy, bro. I'm thinking the same thing, man. Thinking the same.
Yeah,
thing.
I got Luke Cage.
Well, yeah, like you were saying. I also like the fact how they tied in the little shelter thing, where when he was carrying him and he was like, "This is some bullshit." when Invincible was carrying him around this, when Invincible was carrying Titan around the city, he was like, "This is some bullshit." He's like, "I'm not happy about this either." But eventually, because they go spy on Machine Head, but eventually he drops him off to where his family's at, and it's the same shelter that Amber works at. And like after he finds out that that's like on the same block that Machine Head kind of runs, and like he just burns down the buildings, he's like, I can't let that happen because A, that's where Titan's family goes when they don't have shit to like eat and stuff, and B, that's Amber's spot. You know what I mean? Like now I'm double it. Like I'm double trouble. Have to do this. Have to do this.
Yeah.
I really also like the conversation.
Yeah, I like that a lot too.
Yeah, the juxtaposition between the mother and Omni-Man. What's her name? Debbie, I believe. She's like,
at the Grayson's household.
Yeah. You're never too powerful, too great to do good deeds or whatever the fuck. And Omni-Man is like, no, we're about this. Omni-Man.
Yeah, Omni-Man. I really like that conversation too, because it really shows where Omni-Man's head is at. Okay, like you see him in the beginning, and he's supposed to be the Superman character, and Superman is the ideal superhero. He saves everyone. He does the right thing every single time. And that's how it kind of was portrayed in the beginning, right? Exactly. And then now, especially now that Mark has his powers, he's really showing him like he said more on more than one time. He's like, we're better than Earthlings. We're better than humans. It just shows you where his head is at, and how Mark's mom, his Omni-Man's wife, like really grounded him for a long time. And now that Mark has his powers, he's like, oh shit, back on the mission.
Yeah, Omni-Man is who Zemo feared. Omni-Man who Zemo was warning niggas about. He's like, hey man, with great power, supremacy and shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
but yeah,
right. That's not wrong though.
Yeah. And I really like the conversation between Debbie and Omni-Man. What the fuck is his like Earth name? I don't remember, bro. But how he essentially is saying, why the hell did you tell Mark that he's greater than this or whatever the fuck? And then she says something to the effect of, when you first got here, I'm the one who humanized you, taught you to do right from wrong, this, that, and the third. And he kind of like puts it back, and he's like, yeah, but you don't know how to be a superhero. You're not a superhero or whatever. And like she kind of like talks him down again. It's like, what? I'm the one who put you back together every time you got hurt. I taught you how to be human. I did all these things for you, and I taught you like essentially how to be a hero for Earth. And he was like, you're right. Mm-hmm. And he just kind of gives this look after he hugs her. I was like, that nigga on crud. He out here plotting. This nigga out here plotting.
He is.
This is a side note. So remember in episode 3 when he goes to that other world and he's like, Earth is not yours to conquer? Yo?
Yeah. Yeah. I didn't think about that. I didn't think about that. Kind of went over my head a lot. Yeah. And it's not theirs to conquer because Omni-Man's going to conquer it, like the Viltrumites are going to conquer it. And I didn't pick up on that. So good point.
I picked it up like a couple watch throughs ago. I was like, oh shit. It's like, that's crazy.
I also really liked I really liked Machine Head as a villain. I thought he was cool. He was kind of like a Black Mask type of character. It's like the head honcho of a gang, a very rich person just trying to get what he needs and will get what he needs. I also like that he was Machine Head, but they had that chip. So Titan stole the chip to give to Machine Head so they could pay off his dues. But that chip, he said, I think he called it like basically you could just find out like all of the possibilities for each outcome. Like you see all the possibilities, kind of like how Doctor Strange was doing. He was like seeing all the outcomes that could possibly happen. He's like, just one. So that's kind of what the chip did for Machine Head. He could see all the possible outcomes for every situation. I instantly thought of Limitless, like Bradley Cooper taking the pill and just being like 20 steps ahead of everybody. I really like that. And I wish they kind of would have went a little bit more into that because that's a cool storyline. But like I said, that was just one thing that I really enjoyed. Machine Head seems like a cool villain to me. I want to hear more of his backstory.
Yeah. Like you said, he's like a Black Mass type of guy. No, it's like villains don't always have to be destroy the world. That was real ugly. I'm sorry, but like the low level, like mob guys who are just running the streets. That's always a good story arc too. Like honestly, I could have. What am I trying to say? I would have liked the whole arc of Mark trying to disable fucking Machine Head's empire. That would be pretty fucking dope. Or now Titan's empire because that, the ending of this, that would have been pretty fucking badass. But also with the chip, I feel like
you said, I like those
what?
No, go ahead.
Oh, okay, my bad. Yeah, but fuck, what was I saying? Oh, about the chip. Like, okay, so when I don't know what the Teen Titans group, the Go Team, the Team, when the Team showed up, in his mind, it felt like he knew, but only a little bit before it happened. Like so the chip gives him like this precognition, but it's not always like so far ahead.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
So like I noticed that I was like, oh damn. So like he's like, what? And then they showed up. I was like, oh, okay, well. They showed up to get fucked up.
Precognition.
They got beat the fuck up. That shit was crazy.
So you want to get into that right away because that was fucking ridiculous.
I mean, if we got any more things else in the episode, we can continue. But I'm just.
Let's get to that in a second because I did want to talk about. So we already talked about Amber and missing. Oh, I thought this was such a something so small that went over my head the first watch around, but the second watch around, I was like, oh, that's why they put it in there. When Mark, Invincible, when he leaves Amber's house, he's kind of not upset with himself, but he's just kind of like, just like a little mopey. He let his girl down. He's supposed to be there. He's a little mopey. So he's just walking home. One, he's walking home. He didn't fly home. And then two, he's kicking a rock. And that's kind of things that kids did as young, just kind of like pass the time. That's what I'm going to say. So he kicks the rock and he's kicking it along. And then he kicks it so hard, he forgets his own strength and he kicks it and it breaks the roof. Now, at first I was like, damn, that motherfucker's strong. And then it just went over my head. On my second watch around, I realized that the reason that they put that in there is because they're trying to express with you visually that Mark wants to have a regular life, but with these powers, he could never have that. And he can never have Amber. Yeah. Like you're saying, it's just it's one of those small subtle things. Yeah,
gotta cut
one of those
strings,
small subtle
bro.
things. It's just like they're showing you and not telling you. And if you've watched this at all, that's the things that I love. If I could find what you're telling, if I could read what you're telling me without you spelling it out, I think you did a good job of storytelling. You know what I'm saying?
So I thought that's a cool little dumbass didn't pick up. In episode 1 when he throws the garbage bag when he first gets his powers.
Mm-hmm.
In the beginning of episode 2, the thing that falls out of the sky by the security guard, his son, is the fucking garbage bag that Mark threw, bro. I did not put that together. I'm fucking dumb as hell, bro.
I didn't put that together at all until you said something.
Yes, bro. The garbage bag he threw in episode 1 lands in fucking Europe in episode 2 at the fucking beginning when the security guard.
That's so funny. I didn't.
His son is at the fucking thing, bro.
That's so funny,
bro. It's the little things in the show that's fucking fire, bro.
Yeah, this show's really good. Like, it's so well made, well directed, well written, and like the cast is obviously amazing. Also, I didn't realize how strong Adam Eve. Right, I think that's what Adam Eve's powers were. She could change things on a molecular level. That makes her OP, fam. That's fire. She literally made a door and stormed out that bitch out of nowhere. Fire.
Her dad is a bitch ass nigga. I want to pull up on that nigga. You said what to your daughter, cuz? That she a whole ass superhero. What could you talk about her? Oh, we only let because she was with. Fuck that nigga, bro. She out here bending atoms, nigga. Oh, bum ass. Oh, man, fuck that nigga, bro. I'm mad as hell. He a whole bitch, bro.
Yeah, I agree. That's some hoe shit, bro. He said, we only allowed you to be a superhero because you had a boyfriend. And her boyfriend's one of the worst superheroes, bro. He's trash.
Weak, that nigga weak as hell, bro. Oh,
right.
Jubilee ass nigga, bro. Fuck out of here, bro.
Jubilee. I mean, yeah, that shit was true. You say Firecracker Jubilee? I love it. Yeah, no, he's one that was like one of the most misogynistic things I've ever heard anyone ever say. That was fucking ridiculous. 2, how are you just gonna downplay who Adam Eve is? You did not like. She can change things on a molecular level. That puts her on par with like fucking Scarlet Witch type shit. That shit is OP.
He made a door in the middle of the house.
and I love when she was flying away. The mom was like, or the dad was like, "You better not leave that door there."
Yeah, that shit was funny, bro.
That shit was. She made a door so that she could walk out without inconveniencing herself. She's like, I'm not gonna walk to the other side of the house and storm out. I'm gonna walk out right here, bitch.
And fuck this picture too.
Yeah, right. Fuck it. So I do want to fast forward to the end because that's really where like you get the
one quick second. Shout out to the little homeless chick girl who was with the Martian. R.I.P. to my man. She was at the shelter. I mean, she all right. She good hands.
Doing good.
That's what's up. Her little Martian shout out friend, to the
right. Shout out to the Twitter page for Invincible for pointing that out for me because I didn't pick it up the first time.
Yeah,
shout out to the Twitter page. Their Twitter page is fire, by the way. You guys should go follow.
They're whatever intern is running that shit, it's fire, bro. That nigga need a raise.
Yeah. He need to be hired. He need to be an official team.
He needs to be hired. Throw that nigga on the marketing team. Fuck it.
Right. He's funny. I like him. But yeah, so that final scene, do you want to go over it a little bit?
So Mark throws Titan through the window with a little fastball special. You know what I mean? Throws him through the window. They beat up the guards, break into the room where Machine Head is, and what's that nigga name? Isotope. There we go. And Machine Head's giving them no mind. He's still crunching numbers. He's like carrying 1 divided by 6. I got to move these bricks over here. They sell these bricks. They like, hey, nigga, what's up? He's like, yeah, hold on, nigga. All right, we got to get in contact with them to get the guns. All right, cool. Then this nigga break to that. He's like, nigga, you think I didn't know you was coming? I got money, nigga. And a whole gang of niggas showed up.
He did, though. He really did.
A bunch of bums and Beastmaster, okay? That's who showed up. Bums and Beastmaster, bro.
So Beastmaster makes them look like bums, but I don't think they bums. But Beastmaster, compared to that, Beastmaster is just on a whole.
Because in the comic, This nigga they a little bit better in the show, but in the comic, Mark beat the shit out of all them niggas except for Beastmaster. Beastmaster was the holy he was a problem. he was a problem like in the show. He was a problem.
The fact that he's left because he said y'all weren't enough competition was disrespectful.
Yeah. The fact that Omni-Man was like, hey, go this nigga Mark getting in trouble again. Oh, he about to die. Well, Cecil, hey man, go help my son. Cecil sent the team.
Yeah.
Team got beat the fuck up, bro.
They basically died. They were fucked up.
Yeah, they did a little something, but then it didn't matter.
Well, speaking of that, it's just one, it was weird to see that his father was just okay with him getting his ass beat, which okay, I get it. Like, you're teaching your son how to be a superhero. So he may need his ass beat to understand like the power dynamics, and especially because his father was against this decision. He was like, look, like, you don't know who this guy is. You can't trust him. You know, you might get yourself hurt, things like that. And that's exactly what happened. So I kind of get his reasoning, but your son was literally almost beaten to a bloody pulp. Like, you couldn't have stepped in at all. Like, you could have just been like, all right, enough. Like, he learned his lesson. Like, you were just like, okay with your son getting his ass beat. Like, I know he half human, but you don't half love him, do you? That was some fucked up shit.
You funny. You don't have a problem, dude. You funny.
Honestly, me the wrong way, bro.
Yeah, honestly, I don't even think it was let him learn to be a hero. I think it was, you disobeyed my orders. You're gonna pay the price, and I'm not gonna step in to save you. Whatever happens, happens.
That makes sense.
He can't. That's what the vibe I gave from Omni-Man. He's like, oh, you not listening to me? I bet. He's like, oh, you want to put forks in the socket? Go ahead. He's that type of parent, bro. That's the type of parent he is, G. And I love the fact that like towards the end.
Wait, hold on. You ever see Kevin Hart when he's talking about him teaching his father, and he's like, and his kid's like, Daddy, what's hot? And he's like, touch it, see what happens. That's what Omni-Man did.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
it's like, touch it, see what happens. Really, like, you burn yourself. All right, now you're gonna go do no more.
That like towards the end, after Mark was all fucked up and like Cecil's people came in there to like essentially try to save their life. He's looking up and he's going in and out of consciousness, and he sees his father, and then he goes out of consciousness, he comes back, and his father's gone. I'm like, oh, I like that little touch. I like that little touch.
Me too.
Nah, but Beastmaster really beat their ass though. Like, gee.
What's his name? What's the like Lex Luthor type guy? He's in that Lex Luthor suit thingy. The black guy. He had powers, now he doesn't have powers anymore.
Black something. Hold on, it's somewhere in this bitch.
He did. He died. Like, he's there's no coming back from how he got. Like, didn't he get slammed like twice? Kind of like how Omni-Man did the Batman type character.
Yes, he did.
Yeah, so and then his arm got broken. It was Beast Girl or Monster Girl. Yeah, it was Monster Girl whose like face got like ripped off. But that was like I was surprised to see that, actually. So Monster Girl got her ass beat when she was in monster form, and half of her face was Black what?
Black Samson.
He a little rough up right now, but I'm curious to find out how.
Bro, he was like, "Oh, I'm gonna die, bitch. What's up?" It didn't work, but I respect it.
It didn't work. But it didn't work. I want to respect it, but like, it was just that gruesome of a murder, and I was like, damn, you should have just.
He was like, "Yo, I'm gonna die regardless. I might as well try something."
Yeah, but I want to know how Monster Girl's like monster and human form like correlate, because the monster had his face like ripped off.
Yeah.
And when she turned back into like a regular person, her face was like, I mean, she was beat up still. She had blood running in her, but like her face wasn't ripped off. So I'm curious to see how that goes. And I'm also curious to find out why is his name just Robot? What is that guy's name?
Yeah, Robot.
Yeah, it's just Robot. Okay.
Robot.
Why is he so attached to Monster Girl? Because as soon as he saw her get fucked up, he flung into action and was like, picked her up and was like, and then turned into fucking like a laser beam, like the arc reactor, like boom. That shit was cold and
supercharged.
Really, super interested in seeing that.
He was the only one to do any damage to Beastmaster. It was a little spot on his arm where he got blasted. Only person.
Yep.
I mean, that shit was crazy. And I love how this nigga was just bathing in their blood. Like he was like, yo, buddy, boom. He was like, that blood. Yeah. And then he was like, old Beast Girl, boom, let me get that blood.
Yo, I forgot he did that to Monster Girl. That was fucked up. He was a problem. I don't want to see him again.
I can't wait to see him some more, bro. Can't wait for him to come back.
Yeah, I don't know. This show has exceeded all of my expectations. Now, granted, I didn't have high expectations for this show, so that's part of it. But I knew it was going to be at least pretty good because of the cast. So I was like, it's not going to be bad. But this is like leaps and bounds of
how stacked, bro. The cast is
like everyone's good. All of them have a fire in it. Like everyone, bro. And it's even like the characters that you like aren't like big players in it. Like you would think that like, they don't necessarily need to get an A-lister. They got an A-lister. Like what are they?
Gee, they got so many names in the show, bro. And like so many people from notoriety stuff. I'm just like, God.
And the fact that J.K. Simmons has a mustache and like all of his characters is like phenomenal because like that's what you see J.K. Simmons like him for the like not him for the mustache but like it's kind of like his thing. He got that nice thick fancy mustache and like he plays Omni-Man, fire mustache. What's his name in Spider-Man? What's the newspaper guy? J. Jonah Jameson, fire mustache. Every character he has a fire mustache. Jim Gordon, fire mustache. So I like that. I like that. But yeah, I don't know. I'm excited to see where the show goes because it looks like it could be probably the craziest thing I've ever seen on animation. This shit is like so gory. Oh, but at the very end of the battle, did Cecil take the chip?
Yeah. He Man in Black,
okay.
But he was like,
So Cecil took the chip, and he has a sample of Mark's blood. So now he has a chip, and he has a sample of Viltrumite blood. Now, is he trying to find a possibility with the chip?
He's trying to
on how to find a weakness or defeat the Viltrumites.
Yeah, because they know Omni-Man killed. Yeah, they know Omni-Man killed the Guardians. You know what's funny? So in the comic, what is his name? The Daredevil not Daredevil, oh no. The Etrigan character, Darkblood, Damian Darkblood. When he goes and tells like a secretary at the Cecil's place, like, I kind of figured out who it is. It was Omni-Man or whatever. They're like, yeah, we've known that for like a week, bro. It is funny how like the juxtaposition of how the show handled it. It was more serious in tone and not treated like a joke. And yeah,
right. Trevor, to answer your question, I believe there's 8 episodes. So we'll see. Yeah, there's 8 episodes. So we'll get 3 more because I think we're in 5, right? So we'll get 3 more episodes. So that'll be fun. Also, to bring this up, it's clone time. Yeah. So speaking of the clone, I really like how they showed the whole cloning process and the fact that it wasn't just like they literally copied his mind. So it wasn't like a new brain or he had to learn. He wasn't like stupid. They copied his mind, and everything that the original knows, the duplicate knows. So that's why they're always bickering on who's the original, because their minds both believe that they are the original. So I thought that was also pretty cool.
I thought it was hilarious. Where the clone woke up like, nigga, I'm the original. Like, nigga, he just brought you back online. You were just not existing, my guy. What are we talking about?
That was so funny, bro. That was actually really funny. But yeah, where do you think that's going? Because that whole robot storyline, there's only 3 episodes left. So are they going to get to that part, or is that just going to be like in season 2,
bro? Like I was kind of concerned because they were kind of like burning through the beginning issues in the like earlier parts of the show. Now we're good, bro. We're good. We got time. We got some time. I need at least about 4.
Do you think they'll get to that robot part?
What happened?
Do you think they'll get to robots like plotline, or do you think that like towards the end of the season they'll just drop like a stronger hint that he's going to be like the big bad for number 2?
I want it all. What they gonna do? It's a good question. I have no idea.
So they're definitely gonna do robot, but I just from what I haven't read the comics, so that's why I'm kind of asking you to see if you have a little insight. But I think that they need more time to develop that storyline.
So, like, the things they've set up, the mummy in episode 4, they got trapped into the it got awakened, but it got trapped into the thing that was like a little seed planted that it didn't go anywhere. The Martian that came back to Earth in the beginning. So the Mars episode in the beginning of that, it was archaeologist looking for something. Yeah. Then he found it, right? And he's like, oh, he had the little beetle thing bat awakened. And he was like, oh shit, I fucked up. And then the door closed. He's like, wow, fuck that nigga. Yeah. That nigga ain't coming out.
So that's one.
So we got that seed planted. We have the Martian that came back to Earth. Remember with the little flag? Martian that came back to Earth.
Yeah.
And then no, I think that's the actual Martian. I think one of the Martians went to Earth. I don't think it's one of the star people because I don't think they can clone.
Oh, okay. Okay. Right.
Yeah. But then we also have the star people on fucking Mars, and they were like, yo, once they get done with Mars and they got a host, Earth next. Nigga. So we got that.
True.
And then, so robot, mummy nigga, Martian, star people, and Battle Beast, that nigga come back around the story too. So you know what I mean? They're planting seeds, and then like their shit with Omni-Man is supposed to like there's hella seeds. Like, I don't know where they're going with this. Dude.
I agree. Yeah, they
Did
have.
You know that they're working on a live action movie?
They are.
Yes, bro. Like the Walking Dead nigga who did this too. His deal was give me this animated show and I want to make a live action movie for y'all.
What? Yo, after seeing this, I'm sold. Like, make this shit today. Like, I'm sold.
Hey.
This show is way better than I thought it was. And like you said, they have a lot of different plot lines. They could they could have the show run for like you said, 4 or 5, maybe 6 seasons. We just named 4 different plot lines right there, and then 5, including the Omni-Man one. But
you know what's crazy?
That probably won't get fixed today.
It's 100% going to be the main quest. There's hella side quests.
Right.
There's hella side quests.
You love the side quests, bro. You love the side quests. That's your favorite part.
It's crazy out here. It's wild times. Wild times.
Yeah, they got a lot. They got a lot to do. So we're not going to run out of this show. Like, this show's going to be around for a while, and I'm really glad it like whoever came up with the idea to make this show, good job. I don't know what else
Seth
to do.
Rogen is the one who was like, hey, what is his? I can't think of the creator's name. It's gonna bug me. I'm gonna look this up. What's his name? Hold on. 1 second.
Rogan, yeah.
What's his nigga name? Robert Kirkman. There we fucking go.
It says Rogan is working on a live action based on the That's the guy who wrote the book, right?
Yeah, Robert Kirkman.
He's the guy who wrote it. Damn, that's crazy. I'm super excited. I did not know that they were gonna make a movie for this, and I'm hella hyped. This movie, like, I'm hyped. Like, this is gonna be something I'm looking forward to for a long time now. Walking Dead, dude. This guy. Yeah. All right, man. You got anything else for today? This was kind of a long episode. We had a lot to talk about, and like we spent a good majority talking about 2 episodes.
Yeah.
Nope, nothing else for today.
Good. Yeah, we good.
Yeah, we got a lot. There's a lot of Hollywood insider stuff that happened this past week, and we'll get to that on the weekend because I feel like our weekends tend to be like our less crowded show, so we could throw that in there.
Yeah,
cool.
Yeah.
All right, man. I'm excited. This is gonna be fun. There's a lot of stuff that's happening. Invincible's crazy. Always a good time. Falcon and the Winter Soldier's got 2 episodes left, and they're killing it with each one. So excited to see how they tie all that up. And then that's pretty much it.
Yeah. All right.
Let us know what you think in the comments. How is Invincible?
It's probably our longest show. You know what I mean? Comment, like, subscribe. Go over to our YouTube channel. Subscribe over there. We'll appreciate that shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Share it.
It's just hero talk. Just share it. I think we got some likes and some loves this time, so I appreciate Appreciate the love, guys. Yeah, let us know what you guys think in the comments about Falcon and the Winter Soldier and Invincible. We'd love to hear your thoughts. Maybe you picked up on something that we didn't. And then we'll take further. Any questions that you guys leave, I'll leave. I'll try to gather them up for next time too. So let us know what you guys think, and we'll take it from there. Malo.
All right. Hello.